Sports Encyclopedia. U.S. Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut. Yeah.
Where you at, man? In the gym shooting, I'm Durant. You ain't shooting John Moran. No looking stupid, we ain't losing. Grind like something to prove it. Came to conclusion that is proven. Yeah, I'm proven with a reliable source. Straight from the mouth of the horse. Smitty and JB and Smitty from West Coast to your side. Worldwide, we in your city. Keep it 150. We never change what's happening. Hurdle and get it cracking. No capping, we never lack it. Better stay in your lane.
There's only three Lakers that I would not look the other way if I saw them motherfuckers coming. That's Kareem, that's Worthy, and that's Coop. The rest of them damn Lakers, fuck them.
That's bullshit that Robert Parrish said.
Coop, you know I got your back like a backpack, boy. Fuck Robert Parrish. You know he ain't shit. It's all good. You know, fuck the Celtics, all of them.
We see you like shit, you fucking slap dicks. Issues get pressed so fast you don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown, killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap. Smitty and Jason Brown, we killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it.
Who is that? To put the fear of God in these motherfuckers!
What up? We're in the building. It's Work Boot Wednesday. Strap up your hard hat, tie up your work boots. It's go time. Pound the like when you walk in the door. Let's get it cracking. It's a Work Boot Wednesday. AJ McCarron joins us. Dr. Jesse Morris right out the gate. And Super Bowl champ Shaun King will join us as well. So let's dive right into it. Let's bring my main man in real quick since we got a guest right out the gate. Far East Sider 317. LeBron hairline having a Lamar Jackson loving. AR5 defending and Caitlin Clark jocking. Big Smitty.
Yeah. Far East Side in the building. Ooh, 317, baby. Naptown was good. What's good, JB?
Volume low.
Is it low?
Nah, it's mine.
No. Is it low for real?
Nah, it's mine.
Because one of our reels yesterday, I felt like my voice wasn't like really the way I wanted it to. We posted a hilarious reel, and we'll talk about it later. But it's hilarious. The one about your boy Caleb Williams, and you stood up and you showed the snap with the hand. Oh my God!
People have been hitting me up about it. I haven't really got to see it on Instagram. Been crazy days.
You posted it though. How you not see it, but you posted it?
When they posted it?
Oh, okay. So you got like an actual social media like team, like they post your stuff and everything.
Dive into the show real quick. Smitty, through week one of the NFL, we have had our shocks, our surprises, our heroics, plus a bunch of underperformances. It is NFL. That's what it is, where everyone gets paid on the 1st and the 15th and puts their pants on one leg at a time. This year has started off better than last year, in my opinion. QB play, although it has been average amongst 32 teams, it has shown glimpses of greatness, and it has been much improved, in my opinion. College football is as bad as I've ever seen it, Smitty, and I don't know how we get better, especially with females voting on the AP polls and sliding South Florida and rising Florida after they just literally played on the football field and literally South Florida won the game. Make it make sense. Again, why women don't belong in our sport. Deion Sanders has 3 QBs, which may be his worst nightmare as a head coach as he heads to Houston. I'm interested in seeing how he handles this particular team in year 3, Smitty. But what do I know? Let's dive right into the quote of the day. We get Dr. Jesse Morris in, Smitty. I need you to rank this real fast.
Yep.
Brought to you by BetUS TV. Quote of the day. Being misunderstood used to hurt. Now I wear it like armor.
Top 75.
I don't like your attitude. Contrary to belief. Brought to you by Valor. Make sure you head on over to Valor today. Best energy drink going. Use our promo code Coach JB. Get you 20% off. Contrary to belief, Smitty calls it CTB. You can't break someone who rebuilt themselves from nothing.
I like that one. Top 28.
Contrary to belief.
Top 28. I like that one.
We'll get to the poll question after Dr. Jesse Moore. So let's dive right into it. Our main man, the doctor extraordinaire, PPP injector.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Real deal. White coat wearing, suit flowing.
Ooh.
Slick back hair riding. Our main man, Dr. Jesse Morse. Bring him in.
Dr. Jesse Morse.
Ooh. Always look cold. Always look cold.
Good morning from Miami.
Yeah, you got to look like that in Miami, huh?
Yeah, it's the city of palm trees, beautiful people, and millions of dollars.
It sounds like Los Angeles when you said that.
Yeah.
It does sound like Los Angeles without the Texas.
I might have to move to Miami. I might have to move to Miami.
Doc,
you sent me a list. You sent me a laundry list already yesterday of guys. Let's dive right into it. Listen, we got a new game we want to play with you. We have a clock. Bailey, give them an example of what the clock sounds like. So we got a buzzer, we got a clock, we got all kind of shit. So basically, you pick whatever you want, and then you get a minute per guy.
Oh, that's a long time.
Per team. Per
team. It's per team. So per injury, if you just go straight injury, you get 30 seconds.
Okay.
So think of it as like the fastest 2 minutes, but like
I'll bang it out.
You know what I'm saying? Yep.
If you want more information regarding these, I usually do individual videos for the big names, and then I have like a full injury report on my site and sometimes on my Twitter.
Yeah, CMC. I know it's going to take 8 minutes, but we only got 30 seconds. CMC, because CMC's cooked.
I'll keep it short and sweet.
Well, we about to get started. I'm gonna count down from 3, JB, and we're gonna get started. Bailey, are you ready in the background? Okay, JB, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Doc is ready. 3, 2, 1.
Bam.
Oh. Christian McCaffrey, crazy volume, didn't look very explosive, but hey, we'll take it. You know, Lamar Jackson, possible laceration on his throwing thumb. Stupid game. Not concerned about it at all. Brock Purdy, something in the San Francisco water. Left non-throwing shoulder injury. Big toe, probably big toes. Could potentially keep him out this week. My guess is turf toe. It's probably an AC sprain on the non-throwing side. So as you guys know, it's a little bit challenging, but not super concerning. But it could be Mac Jones' time already in San Francisco.
Wow.
George Kittle went to IR with a grade 2 hamstring. It's a lot harder to heal at 31 than 21. Someone named Hodges, I think, is trying to fill in for him. His partner in crime, Ricky Pearsall looked really good, but Juwan Jennings suffered a new injury. They got an MRI that was reportedly negative or inconclusive. They then proceeded to a CT scan, which is usually concerning for a fracture, but they also said that was clean and there's a possibility he plays this week. So a lot going on. But that will probably be the combo there. Maybe Sky Moore gets a little bit more work against the Saints, but we'll have to see how that plays out. Jonathan Taylor, possible rumblings of an injury. He got sniped twice at the goal line. Daniel Jones looked really good. That's what happens when you have a good offensive line, weapons, good play calling, and you have a mobile QB. That's how it should be done. And the decision to bench Anthony Richardson was a good decision. We'll see how that plays out going forward. We saw Tyler Warren look fantastic, but he leached Josh Downs' stuff. We will see the alpha emerge there in Michael Pittman Jr., who suffered from significant back fractures last year, but he should be 100% healthy now. DJ Giddens might end up getting work in the receiving game, and if Jonathan Taylor is out, may be very relevant as soon as this week. The Miami Dolphins are awful. I'm looking forward to my Patriots playing them this week here. And realistically, we will Waddle has a left shoulder injury, probably an AC sprain. Tyreek Hill threw a hissy fit, left the game with a possible injury, and then came back. He has not had, I think it was over 50-yard touchdown in over a year or something crazy like that. So there's some writing on the wall, but the amount of money he's owed is a moot point. There's no way he's getting moved realistically. In terms of other injuries, there's a ton of wide receiver injuries. Xavier Worthy, significant right shoulder dislocation and labral tear, secondary to basically trying to run through Travis Kelce, and it didn't work out for a 165-pound human.
Set up.
So realistically, they're calling him day to day. There's no way he can safely return in less than 3 weeks. He probably needs season-ending shoulder surgery to repair the labrum, but they're probably going to try to do what they can. But you need a lot of stability with the shoulder, and you can't do that as a receiver, especially when you have one of those braces on. So he's going to have a hell of a time doing this. Rashee Rice is out for another 5 weeks or so. So we're going to see a combination of Juju Smith-Schuster, Hollywood Brown, Tyquan Thornton, Travis Kelce, and some of the other guys. So not the best start. Pacheco didn't look very good at all. Mahomes continues to make insane throws. In terms of the Falcons wide receivers, both main ones are banged up. Drake London with a shoulder injury, new one that kept him out of crunch time, which probably would have won him the game if he was there. They lost the game because he was out. We don't know the status of that yet. Today's the big day. Darnell Mooney wasn't ready to return from his shoulder injury, so we don't know if he's going to be able to return yet this week. We'll have to see if he's able to suit up. So it might have guys like Ray McLeod and Casey Washington and Kyle Pitts and a couple other people that potentially may fill in. Penix looked pretty good. In terms of other wide receivers, those are the majority of the guys. The Packers and the Commanders play again tomorrow night, or play already tomorrow night. Jaden Reed dealing with a foot fracture, a Jones fracture, which traditionally requires surgery and about an 11-week recovery. Actually did decent, but he didn't get a lot of volume, which is pretty par for the course for the Packers. He's going to really struggle with mobility and explosiveness, but he's probably going to try to play through this with a carbon fiber insert. I just don't expect him to get a lot of work, and he's basically a ticking time bomb for it to fully fracture. Matthew Golden didn't do a whole lot, new minor ankle injury. Dubes actually had the best day, but again, not a lot of volume. So it's hard to predict what's going on with the Packers offense, at least early on. Austin Eckler also scheduled to play tomorrow night, dealing with a minor shoulder injury, but he's probably going to be okay to play. Bill, a.k.a. JCM, had a fantastic debut, especially for a 7th rounder. He could smash again tomorrow night for the Thursday night game. In terms of other tight ends, we expected Cade Otton to struggle, and he did. We expected Chris Godwin to be out, and he was. He's probably going to miss another couple more weeks with that crazy ankle injury. But we saw the emergence in display of Emeka Ibuka, who looked incredible. Overall, not a ton of injuries, but I'm expecting a bunch to be announced today. We need some clarification on Will Shipley, which is Saquon Barkley's backup, who suffered a rib injury and possible rib fracture. I tweeted about it this morning. There's a possibility that's why they traded for Tank Bigsby, and why Travis Etienne is going to reemerge as the elite back there with Bashal Tutin as the backup. Travis Hunter looked pretty good. I have no idea what happened with Brian Thomas Jr. We need Bryce Young to look better because he did not look good in week 1, although Teteroa McMillan looked absolutely incredible. In general, a decent showing for the tight ends, including Harold Fannin Jr., Canton's own, looked like a stud. Threw stupid numbers last year in college, had an insane YPR last year, and is immediately on the map. And the important thing to understand is that David Njoku ran 82% of routes. It wasn't at Njoku's expense. It was just that Flacco was looking for him more. So don't sell Njoku early, but target Fannin as of right now. And we'll see how it goes from there. We saw Samson look really good. There's a possibility that Judkins plays this week after starting to practice today. So there's a lot of moving parts right now. That's probably about 20% of it. Hopefully that was a good start.
No buzzer needed, Luciano. You're right. Doc killed that. Let me ask you, Doc, Brock Bowers. Did you mention his name?
No, so good question. Brock Bowers, I don't have a list. I'm just going off the top of my head. Brock Bowers suffered a right knee injury. Here's my model. Came in hit the left, the defender hit his knee. The out of bounds was right here. So this was his right knee. Came in, buckled this, which is the MCL. He reportedly wanted to go back into the game. They did not let him go back in the game. He was actually just starting to kind of break out. That is likely an MCL sprain, probably a mild one. If it's more of a moderate one, the meniscus is attached to it. So we're gonna, Mayer looked really good in his expense, after he left. I'd say Bowers is 50-50 this week. This may be more team than player holding him out. And we'll see, probably today or tomorrow, if they're able to go, we'll pretty much hear it. If it was up to Bowers, he's probably going to play on this, but he's going to be limited for a couple of weeks. The rate limiting factor is that if this gets re-injured or worsened, you could put the ACL at risk. So you have to be careful with this one. Roma Dunze had this one last year early on. He played through it, but he really struggled with that. So we have to be careful there. He was the other major tight end that got injured. There's a couple more, but those are the main ones.
So should I take him out of my starting lineup? Because I dropped him pretty early in my fantasy, and I had him start this past week.
It's too soon to know. We should get our first practice report today. Remember, today's what I call the season officially starts. Because up until today, you really didn't have to release a report, and everybody was healthy.
Okay.
For all the other teams except for the 2 teams playing tomorrow night. Now there's no teams on bye. There's 32 teams playing in the next 5 days, and every single one.
Is that me or him?
Is that you or me?
He got a call, probably.
And every single one has to release an injury report today.
Doc,
I have to go take care of this patient, guys. I will. We'll see you tomorrow or another day.
Appreciate it.
Sir, have a good one, my guy. Appreciate you.
Great job. Great job.
My boy JB was ready to ask more questions. One more thing, Doc.
I didn't ask one question. You asked 5 questions. I didn't ask one.
It's okay. It happens sometime, man. We a team. Don't get your feelings, homie.
You cut me off.
It happens like that on the show. I
didn't really care. I'm just fucking with you. Here's the thing I wanted to ask him, though. We already know who the emotional one is because you're going to defend it right now. I already know. Let me ask you something. Detroit and their media and the New York and the Detroit Times is taking a jab at the Green Bay Packers, and I was going to ask Doc specifically about what he thought on Christian Watkins, their wide receiver who's injured for the year, but they signed him yesterday. And a lot of cats are in the division are hating on it.
Got you. That's real shit.
And Detroit's one of them. They took a shot at him. It's like, and the header says, "Rewarded for being injured is wild." Sound like I wrote it.
Right. I think you're starting to change the world a little bit. Like
I am
negatively though, like in a bad way.
But it's a good thing though. Like I put my bottom 5 on all my lists. You don't have no 5.
And then you put NA on your, you know what I mean? On the top, on the positive side.
On the positive side.
Yeah. Non-applicable. Say how you say it? Applicable?
Non-applicable, homie.
Say it again.
Non-applicable.
That's a weird word, ain't it? Like you say it a few times, non-applicable.
Not really.
Huh? None.
Yeah. I got my bottom 5 today though, because my top 5 is non-applicable.
So what you're saying is like the only thing that's applicable for you is the negative shit. The positive stuff isn't applicable.
Yeah. Okay. Like negative shit is what the world needs. We need to know the truth.
I like the word applicable. I'm saying it wrong, I feel like, but I'm just keep saying it. Like applicable.
Why though?
Like I don't know. It's just one of those weird words where it's like doing something for me right now. Like I like saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it all show. I'm gonna find a reason to use it all show.
I don't like it. I got my teams though to Bailey. So let's dive into this poll question, Smitty, right out the gate. Doc killed that session. Follow Doc. Make sure you follow Doc on TikTok and on Twitter and Instagram on X. Poll question, Smitty, is Deion Sanders doing the right thing by starting Staub?
We will find out. None of us know. I mean, at the end of the day, Staub came in for like a half, basically. Played.
That his name, well. Staub? What's his name?
I think it's Staub. Yeah, like stab but Staub. So Ryan Staub, the OG, the vet. You know what I mean? First of all, I love this kid's character. I love his character. He stuck around in the transfer portal era. He said, I believe in this team. I believe in my head coach. I believe in what you're building here. And I'm going to stick around until my opportunity comes. And, to come to this season as the third string guy and have a 5-star kid in front of you, true freshman who's making a ton of money, and have a transfer in Sauter who, you knew why he was transferring. It was to take that starting spot. And he just continued to be patient. And once his opportunity came, man, he showed up and showed out. So, but again, that's one half, and that's going against a team that didn't prepare for you. So coming out here as the actual starter with a D coordinator who knows you're starting, it's a different beast. And it's a good Houston team that you're going against as well. They're 2-0, scoring a lot of points. So it's going to put a lot of pressure on him to throw the ball as well, I would assume. So we will find out. As of right now, JB, I know you don't like that answer probably, but we just literally don't know a lot about this kid.
Well, we don't know a lot about anything because Deion came out also and refuted it and said, hold on, I don't know who I'm starting. So it's like a back and forth there with media and Deion. It feels like Deion has a personal like motherfucker, you don't know me and I ain't telling you shit type of thing attitude with the media, and he kind of tests the media for what, in my opinion, I think he eggs them, bets them on, and gets them to like bite, and then goes with a story, and then Deion come out, and then after like he'll say one thing, he'll come out and say, whoa. I never said I'm starting Staub yet against Houston. And then he calls out the media for reporting the quarterback situation. So if you haven't seen it, I don't know. Is there a video, Bailey?
There is a video.
Take a look.
In today's media, we don't care about being correct anymore. We just want to be first. And there's no subjection to you when you're wrong. Nobody says nothing. You just go with it. I'm not saying that's the case, but that's where we are in media. Nobody gives a darn about being correct and being right. Everybody just want to be first. That don't make no sense to me. I would love the integrity that we once had with media. I would love that.
Now, I'm not saying that relates to his current quarterback situation, but what he's saying isn't wrong in the totality of media. I will say that. I think we all know that the media space today is like, especially with social media, he want to be the first one to get a story out, and it might be half wrong, half right. But in this particular situation, I'm pretty sure Staub is starting unless he's doing some dickery. I think there's a second video as well. Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, the reason I want to show the second video is because I like Deion. I do. I don't know if he's figured out the head coaching part of this, because you cannot be so finicky and walk on eggshells when it comes to the media at this position, because you're Deion Sanders. You're even more highlighted than you're arguably right now. You're more highlighted and popular than Bill Belichick in the same space, because Nick Saban's gone. So right now you're competing with guys like Sark, Lane, yourself, Belichick, but to be honest, Belichick's on the other side of the hill. These other three are basically the same age. Deion's actually older than myself, Sark, and Lane. So Sark and Lane and myself are about the same age. Deion's about, I think, 8-9 years older. So he's competing against those guys, in my opinion. And those guys also is the guys that the Dan Lannings, all those guys. Dan's younger, but those guys are the ones that are in the house rebuilding relationship with these young kids in a how can I say it? You say it all the time. These cats got a swag about them that's going to attract the kids.
Yeah.
Deion's older, but he still has that swag that's going to attract the kids, right? So he's in that realm. Bill's on the other side. I think he's using the professional approach with Lombo and older coaches and trying to doing this the NFL way. Did not look good so far. In TCU and in Charlotte was Charlotte. So here's the issue I have, though. You got to be real about the quarterback scenario when you talk about the media and your other positions, because out of one side of his mouth, he talks about the QB position being untruthful by the media, but then he comes out and then take a look at this video.
There's a report by Pete Thamel that Ryan Staub is the expected starter against Houston. Are you able to confirm that? I'm not confirming nothing, y'all. Y'all know that. We ain't like that. We good. We have capable guys. Staub has been doing a phenomenal job and getting the majority of the reps, but I haven't made that assessment and decision yet.
Smitty, So one side of the mouth, he comes out and says no. One side, he comes out and says yes. And then he also discussed Brandon Swain or Brandon Davis, Swain or whatever his name is. He discussed his role and how he has a bigger role coming forward, but then he won't discuss the QB.
Let me ask you this real quick, though. But when did he actually say that Staub was the starter? I know post game he said he made like a funny quote about what he said, something about Jesus, something. It was some little funny quote. They did a little interview, or whatever, but he never really legit said Staub was the starter. I don't think, did he? I think we all just assumed because Staub played the whole second half and they had the post game. I think Deion made a comment like, I think I know what I'm gonna do, but I just don't remember him ever saying that Staub was a starter. Now that I look back, and we all just assumed. Go ahead, baby.
Can I give you some context? So
please.
ESPN and the Pete Thamel on 3 came out with a report that Staub was expected to be the starter. Never directly said that starting, and Coach Prime never came out and said that. I think you're referring to Prime after the game calling Ryan Staub Martin Luther Staub because he came out and said about his performance and staying at CU. I have a dream. So Coach Prime never directly said Staub is starting, and then you heard his comments yesterday, and then comments about the media. So.
Thank you, baby. Perfect. I appreciate that.
Martin Luther Staub, he called him. I remember that.
Yeah. So my point is, like, it would be different if he like said he was starting and now he's saying he ain't, or I think he just don't want to give it away from a coaching standpoint because he don't want to. He's compete. He don't want Houston to know who's going to start. He's like, you got to prepare for 3 quarterbacks. You have no idea who's going to start, so I'm gonna come in here and just be prepared for whatever I do. To me, that's what I think he's doing, but I could be wrong. You coach, you know more than me when it comes to that area, but that's just. To me, that's the only thing that makes sense from a coaching perspective as to why you would want to keep this away.
Yeah. Listen, I think he plays this game, and rightfully so. I believe the head coach should be able to play whatever game you want. Make sure I got my guess times right here. I think head coach should do what they want, Smitty. That's really what I believe. Like, I believe they should do whatever they want to do. Like, as far as the media goes, these media people, they act as if they know what's going on. So, like, I just want to make sure, like, guess what? Deion Sanders can go in and say whatever the fuck he wants to say. He's the head coach of the whole place, brought in all that money, done all this shit he wants. He's Deion Sanders at the end of the day. At the end of the day, though, I think consistency is the thing they want to see. That's all I'm saying. And I'm curious if Deion is swagged out and the persona that he has and everything that he talks about. I'm curious if he can keep the young kid Juju, because that Juju kid, there's already rumors, he wants out, and is he going to leave? And this is the name of college football now. I mean, this is the shit. Like, if you don't appease to all these motherfuckers and bow down to them, they want to fucking hold you over the carpet and over the fryer. Like, hey, I'm leave. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm. So I hope Deion stands on his 9 toes, whatever, in business and fucking handles it. Like, that's really what I want to see. I hope he says, fuck you, bounce. Because the shit needs to change. The culture needs to change. And that's why Nick Saban, Mike Krzyzewski, all these other OG coaches have gotten out of college football or basketball, in my opinion. That's why your boy at Villanova, the hoop coach that won those natty shots, now is in the media in the game. That's why he got out.
Jay Wright.
Jay Wright. That's why he got out. I mean, like, and I was told that personally by a good friend of ours that comes on this show, and Frank Martin. So, like, let's be honest. These guys don't want to deal with this drama. They don't want to deal with this drama. So, like,
and that's fine. If this area is not for you, then don't coach. But if it is, there's going to be expectations to figure it out and go out there and win. A la Dan Lanning, a la, my guy Ryan Day, a la, you know what I'm saying? So, like, there is a way to win in this era, but you have to adjust and adapt if you really love it and want to coach. If you're old school and you're kind of stuck in your ways and you don't want to adapt to today's game, don't coach. And that's what a lot of these guys are doing. That's fine. That's fair.
And it's hard, I think, on coaches nowadays that are used to winning their whole life as a player or in life. For instance, Deion's won in life, right? Deservingly so. He went out, got out the hood, and as a youngster, broke, grew up in a fucked up shithole family environment. Grew up, told his mom, I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna fucking get you out. Boom, does it right? Fucking did it.
Builds his brand.
God gifted him. with unbelievable talent. He goes and does what he does, and then he builds his brand, and then it's off with the. Now he's a head coach, and I think he realizes I can't control
everything.
I can't control like I did as a player.
Yep.
Totally or my different. Brand. Now I'm at the fucking like mercy of a bunch of kids who are mercenaries. And I don't know how long he does this for. I'm gonna be real. I don't know how long Deion can do this for.
You didn't think he would make it, I don't think, this far at first.
Nah.
So,
I said 2 years.
Yeah, you said 2. I remember that. Yeah.
And that was a narrative because it's 2 kids, right?
Oh, he's already shocking you right now.
And then he was injured. I mean, the health issue concern, missed spring ball. Like, I don't see that being a thing. Like, how do you continue this and coach for years and years and years? I don't know.
I mean, coaches go through health issues, though. It isn't the first situation we've seen a coach go through some health shit.
Yeah, this tough with legs and feet, man. I'm gonna be honest.
I just don't like.
We can talk about cancer. Yeah. I mean, we talk about cancer and like other shit like health, like bodily stuff. But like when it's physical health stuff, like your toes and your fucking hands and your feet and your legs, homie, it is a motivating factor. Let me just tell you, my back was fucked up at my first year at Indy, and I had to get treatment every day. I had a fucking disc that was so badly slipped, like on it. It was a bit. It was like to get up and walk around to the campus and check on motherfuckers and do all that shit. Then go out at practice, knowing I had to run around at practice, show energy as a head coach. Do that for 6 months because my shit was out for 6 months. It's a motherfucker. I can't imagine no toes, certain toes.
Nah, bro, back pain's the worst pain though. I'm gonna tell you. I've had 2 knee surgeries. I've had a lot of situations. Real back pain because I had a slip disc for like 2 years and I couldn't figure it out. And that shit, it's days you can't even stand up. And then on top of that, you were fat as hell at that time too. So you put all that weight in there. Your core wasn't strong.
I was actually in better shape.
So
I worked out.
That add even more to that,
I had you're lying there to everybody. We worked out at 5 in the morning as a whole staff. I demanded it. That was our team bonding. We got in the weight room together. It was weight room Monday, Wednesday, and it was basketball Tuesday, Thursday. Staff.
You were strong for sure. You were stronger than
I was in shape too. I still smoke. I still like fucked everything.
Cardio wise, it was horrible. I actually turned last year you on for like 2 minutes the other day just to laugh.
I fucked everything inside.
You were huge. Huh?
I wasn't huge. But
I'm saying compared to where you're at now, like you were probably about 40 pounds heavier, which is fair.
But season hits and then I was back down.
You were not this little. You said
stress.
Right now you're like 215 right now.
Then I flew everybody in, and then I fucked shit out of everybody that I flew in. It's just it was different.
I wouldn't admit that. They're actually locked you up for that now, and they're calling that something else. So I wouldn't even admit what you just said.
I went on an island or nothing. I'm just saying what I was doing. They're all Cali bitches.
Like mothers and stuff of recruits.
So let's dive into the first thing, Smitty. We got AJ McCarron around the corner after our first commercial, right at 7. And then Shaun King will wrap the show. So we got a loaded lineup. We're going to talk college football, quarterback play, NFL. We got tomorrow's game to prepare for. It's a great one, obviously, too. Commanders, Packers, Smitty. Your boy Sheldon Day, who will be on our show next Tuesday for his first appearance. He gets to go at it tomorrow against the Jordan Love-led Packers. And really, we'll find out how good the Packers defense is tomorrow against Jaden Daniels and the crew. Can't wait for that. And let's dive into the first topic, Smitty. Haley Sawyer. You know who that is?
I don't know.
You don't know who Haley Sawyer is, homie?
Nope.
Why you take a deep breath?
Because I remember we kind of teased this. I don't know if we showed this video on air at the end or we alluded to it at the end. And I know I looked at it after the show at least. But AP voter Haley Sawyer was speaking on a response to fans' criticism of her AP ballot after she moved Florida up 2 spots after losing to USF on Saturday. Check this out.
What my votes are and what my process is. I wake up early in the morning after covering a game late in the night before. Don't want to go too much into my process or logic, but I will say I appreciate everybody's interaction on social media and all of your feedback. there's tons of people that vote on the AP poll, and like it's not a perfect system, but at the end of the day, like no matter who you pick, it does even out because there's so many people who vote. And like I said, it's really fun for discussion. It doesn't, probably matter in the end, but I'm glad that people are having a really good time with it.
First of all, I love her energy. You know what I mean? It's all positive. It's bubbly. She's having fun with it. I want to start there. But my real take is this, though. She said that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you vote for because it's so many people that it's going to end up balancing out. That's an insane statement. I'm sorry. It's had nothing to do with man, woman. That's just an insane statement right there. You can't be a voter, an AP voter, and then say that it doesn't matter who you vote for because there's so many other people voting. She's basically saying, like, I'm out here just having fun, doing my own thing, picking whoever I think I want there. And at the end of the day, the rest of my colleagues who are also voting, who are taking it a little bit more serious than me, will end up making it correct at the end of the day. So I don't like that, and it completely waters down the voting system and the process in terms of like rankings. It completely waters it down because she's probably not the only person who's out here just voting like this. And again, I don't know. I'm ignorant when it comes to the amount of people who do vote and the totality of who's all in the voting situation. But I would say this: I doubt that she's the only person who's voting like this. It makes no sense to move a team up multiple spots after they just got upset. It makes no sense. So to me, she had to make a mistake. Like there's no other common sense way, woman or not. It makes no sense to move a team up after they just got upset. Somebody retweeted this. I think a guy named Steven Means and said, as someone who actually votes in the AP poll and puts a lot of effort into deciding his top 25, I take offense to this, and it makes the rest of us look bad. I just said that verbatim. And then Evan Klosky said, I really am not a fan of throwing gasoline on the fire of those who make mistakes in these polls. She clearly thought UF won over USF. Is that a horrendous mistake? Absolutely. No excuse. Terrible. Should take culpability. It doesn't determine USF's future, though, and can be fixed the following week. However, my bigger issue, JB, based on this answer, is she feels like discourse around this poll is all BS in the end. And if that is how you feel, then don't accept the task. It is not a college football playoff committee job. I get that. But it means a lot to many fans nationally. And if you're going to shrug it off as a whatever, then just pass the baton to someone who probably values his work and takes it more seriously. That's a mic drop right there. And this is my last one. This I'm not read no more. Tim Brando. Really? Really? I gave up my AP vote when it was actually being used for the BCS formula. I felt there was no way I could condemn the process. If I was a part of it, the great Bino Cook and AP head of the time, Herschel Nennison, went to bat for me to become a voter for College Game Day when it was born. After it was born, it wasn't quite as easy to become an AP voter in those days. This young lady reminds me of New York Times poll I once called, and I was referred to the editor of the Life and Garden section. It was her responsibility to handle the Times poll. Absurd.
Those people that tweeted those things have been on the show, by the way. Our show.
Respect the cats.
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad people came out and called her out. This is what I've been saying. This is why women don't belong in our space. It's real simple.
She's a bad representation.
Yeah, she's a horrible representation, and it's like shits and giggles to her. Like this is just, she gets to kick it. Like she just like fuck it. You know what I mean? Like it is ridiculous. It's exhausting. I don't know why we're still doing this. I don't know why. Like this is a slap in the face of everybody that actually goes and straps up to have to play the game that matters. She clearly didn't watch the game, Smitty, and she had no idea who was even in the game. And that's the problem I have because it's evident. It's really evident. It's really evident. That's why women don't belong in it. Like, I don't understand. Why is she just admit it, Smitty? Just say, you know what? She don't belong in it, homie. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard.
People who don't love it and who are not taking their job seriously don't belong in it. She did not watch the game and she went and voted. She just so happened to be a woman. So I'm saying she should not be a part of it because she doesn't care.
Let me break down.
One person doesn't describe an entire entity.
Yeah, it does. Here's the problem. There's 60 people in this AP voting scenario. There's a geographic representation. There's sports writers and broadcasters.
Yep.
And then there's AP members, and then there's other outlets, which are like newspaper and I believe social media.
Mm-hmm.
No AP employees, though. They don't get to vote. You know that, right?
I did not know that.
So it's basically a throw shit at the wall, see if it sticks, 60. And then you saw certain ones falling down the board when the shit starts to get fucking hard and it just starts to slide. That's what it is. We threw a bunch of shit at the wall, and she's part of it. She was part of the shit that we threw. Boom, she hit the wall, and then she got hard and she started sliding down. And that's the problem. We don't need to throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks, homie. There's absolute science to this. Get former players, coaches, and broadcasters that call these games on a daily basis and let them fucking be the AP pollsters. Why is it so hard? That's how Tim Brando's referring to. That's what it used to be. It was Bino Cook, who was a legendary coach turned announcer or whatever. He became one of the guys to start it up, that one of the heads. We don't have a football commissioner, which is problem number one, which I believe, put a guy in that role to control this type of shit from happening. And she's clearly just having a good old fucking time. Like, she don't give a fuck. Look at her. It's a slap in the face to the whole sport, homie. The whole sport.
I agree to that.
I'm just saying, though. Yes. I just don't understand why we continue to push this down our throat. This is just like the gay shit. We're pushing it down our throat. No, we don't need this. We don't need it. We need real situations. That's why I said when you add more teams to the fire, 12, 16, we're going to have 28 teams in the fucking playoff eventually. It's a joke. It's watered down. It's not the same. It doesn't hold the same value. It doesn't hold the same weight. She should be fired if she is on this poll. And if it's not a fireable offense, then what is? If any of us did our job that bad and then came out and fucking laughed after the Zoom meeting and talked about fucking whatever, we'd be fired, homie. Like, where's the accountability in this thing? If I'm a player at South Florida and a football coach, I'm livid today. Because that's a huge win for the program and the history of the program. And you just wiped it away because this now took center stage. This now is being talked about more than South Florida's victory over Florida. And if I'm South Florida and I'm the president of South Florida and I'm the AD and I'm an administrator with some sort of tough skin and connections with big money boosters and other people, influential people in the media, I'm doing everything I can to expose this broad. Like, why are we getting secondhand? Why are we the fucking ones getting fucked when we came out and showed you on national television that we beat a Florida team? And now I got to deal with this going into Miami week. See, that's what she don't understand. She don't get the fact that the game don't stop for our players and team and coaches. We got to prep. We already were prepping Miami on Sunday.
Right
after the goddamn game. Now you just took it all away from us by fucking doing this dumbass shit. And now I got to deal with this in the media. And don't think my kids don't see this every fucking 5 seconds on social media or wherever they are. And everyone's throwing it in their face like, oh, damn, homie, you guys dropped 2 spots. You ain't going to make the playoff. And then kids get that embedded in their minds. And then they do what? Then when the going gets tough against Miami, how do you know how many players have? We ain't going to win anyway. And just shit on it.
I don't think it goes that far. Me as a former player who plays somewhat recently, it's not happening to that effect. If anything, it's opposite. If anything, as a player, I'm like, the motherfuckers put Florida above us. We just beat their ass. All right.
Let me ask you.
We'll see this weekend. We play the U. It's almost opposite effect. I'm gonna say that. I don't.
Let me ask you this.
But she should not be doing this shit if she don't take it seriously.
Let me ask you this. Aren't these kids the most fragile kid we've ever been around? And the generation of these kids, now that we've given them money, after we've allowed them to transfer, after we've allowed all the things, we've took away ACT, SAT score after COVID. Not their fault, but I'm just telling you, it does create what's happened. At the end of the day, it's a fragile, mentally weak fucking group of players, homie.
I don't think they're as weak as you make it seem like, though. I'm not gonna lie.
But I do.
We've already seen it. Hard, JB, for a player. Like, you're telling me a player, you got a 6'5", 320 defensive tackle. He sees that this random white girl didn't put them above of Florida, and now he's really in his feelings that, like, in the locker room, like,
Yep.
Man.
No. So you're not listening to what I said.
We're not that good, man. We ain't gonna beat Miami.
No. That's not what I said. You don't listen. You don't listen very good.
You don't explain good.
I said when Miami's beating that ass and they're in a dogfight and it's a close game, they will fucking remember this and say, well, we weren't, and Miami wins. Let's say Miami wins the game. Well, we weren't going to get there no way. She kept us down 2 spots, so we're fucked anyway. That's definitely in their head, homie. Promise you. That's these kids. That's the kids nowadays. We've had 1,000 examples of it on the show, homie. What do you mean? You don't think that they lose to Miami, that they're going to, how hard it's going to be to rally that group after they already were held down after a fucking victory? Now you think they're not going to get shit on after a loss? Come on, homie. This right here is ridiculous. It should never have been occurred, is my point. This should have never occurred, never been allowed to be out there. And then she's out there like just fucking, it's fun. It's like OnlyFans. Like, it don't mean shit. This ain't mean shit to her. She ain't losing no sleep. And the only reason she losing sleep now because I'm sure these weirdo fucks on the other side of things, the spectrum, are death threatening her and weirdo. You know she's getting fucking DM'd to death by everybody. So, but again, starting on won't be none. She shouldn't even be allowed to be in this. I blame the people that hire these people, and that's the fact of the matter. So it is what it is. It's a joke. It's a mockery. I agree with Tim Brando and all these people, and I'd be livid right now because see, unless you play in that locker room and coach it, it's a joke to everybody else. It's a joke to every fucking body else. But that South Florida locker room and the staff and everybody that's involved in that program are the only ones that really understand it. That's the problem. And see, everybody else out there, if they lose, ain't a big deal. Nah, it is a big deal. Because at the end of the day, they combine the AP and they combine it, and then they start using all these analytics about point differential. And remember, they only won the fucking game by what? 1 or 2 points? So it's not like, you know what I mean? But it's a huge win because it's Florida and the SEC.
Right.
But you won by 2 points. So at the end of the day, they're going to take this 2-point drop and then average it versus the point differential. And then they'll combine it and watch South Florida get fucked after they go undefeated. Like, I'm just telling you, but it don't matter. It's a joke. Anyway, I hope we don't see any more women in football, man.
So moving on amicably.
We got Bill Belichick's girl holding the door open for the players. But anyway, go ahead.
Angel Reese, I guess, spoke out on Caleb Williams' nails. Is there a video, Bailey? Or just a quote tweet here? She said, I love this. My nail tech really wanted to do his nails, and she killed it. So proud. So just for context, I just learned this just now in this moment. Angel Reese has a nail tech that does her nails. And if you ever see Angel Reese, like, she dresses pretty good and nails done, makeup, like she does the whole 9. So apparently she plugged in Caleb Williams to her nail tech because Caleb wanted the same thing done. So Caleb probably connected with Angel, said, hey, girl, love your nails, man. Who does them? Like, man, so-and-so here in Chicago does it. I'm going to connect you. Here's the email. Here's the number. Boom, boom. Caleb said back. Caleb hit up the nail tech, went in there, bing, bow, bling, put the hand down. He said, put the boom, boom, boom colors on there, and then bow. She did this, did the design. Angel's going to support her homegirl for doing a good job with the nails. Caleb's happy. It didn't lead to a win, but he got the nails that he wanted. So, JB, just kind of want you to, I guess, react to this. Are you a fan of the nails? Do you like the creativity? What say you?
Don't insult my intelligence like that ever again on the show.
What you mean?
Don't ever do that. And you know damn well I don't like it. I don't even want to talk about it. This shouldn't even be a topic. It's WNBA and it's gay. So it's got a gay kid versus WNBA. It's 2 oxymorons.
You painted your nail yesterday live on the show. We all saw it.
What's up?
You painted your nail on yesterday's show. We all saw it. And it's a viral clip yesterday too.
Dry erase, homie. So anyway, moving on amicably. The problem we have is instead of football and all the missed throws that he made and all the missed decisions that he made, we're talking about his nails today. We're talking about the nail painting salon, nail tech, as you called it, from OnlyFans model, basically. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're discussing here.
Don't disrespect Angel like that. Basketball player. Stop it.
That's what we're discussing here, right?
Best player on her team. Stop it.
So are we discussing that really?
Well,
he had a horrible performance. I want to talk about the shirt.
Look at that far right picture, though. Keep this up, Bailey. Everybody zoom in at this. Look at this picture on the far
right. I want to discuss that phone call I got yesterday.
What phone call?
From somebody. You know, I got inside sources there. So I got a phone call. I got a phone call yesterday, and
you got another one?
Yeah, phone call yesterday, man. He had 21 missed calls in the huddle.
Hold on. Again? Like, you mean like Monday night?
Monday Night Football, the game we're talking about right here with this shirt on that no one else wore and that he stuck out like he was at a Pop Warner football game, does not look professional whatsoever, made 21 missed calls in the huddle once again. So he has not learned, got better, anything from year 1 to year 2. And it's evident. We just saw it on the football field. So again, he has made no strides. He has not done anything towards his craft. He's not a professional. You're worried about all this shit. And my point is this. We're bringing up nail techs and all this other shit. There's a reason they paid Tyson Badgett or whatever $10 million to back his ass up. And I'm just telling you, don't be shocked if that dude's on the field sooner than later. Nah. And that's just a message I received. So I'm just telling you, this is something that's not.
The Bears can't do that.
They
Even
can't
if
do it.
Tyson's better though. Like,
let me, don't go. Don't put your foot in your mouth. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna help you out.
Help me out.
They want the GM out. They love Ben Johnson. They want to keep Ben Johnson. The only way you keep Ben Johnson is to do what? If Ben Johnson says, Caleb, you're done. Tyson, you're in. Normally, the head coach would be the one on the hot seat for doing that, right? Not in this case. He's brand new. They like him. Guess who is on the hot seat?
Oh.
Poles.
Damn.
So now you want Poles out? This is the thing you do. To get Poles out, you sit Caleb Williams. It is what it is. Now, what do you get in return for Caleb Williams as a number 1 pick? We don't know that, but that does not Ben Johnson's concern, homie. Ben Johnson's concern is win football games because this is his first year there, and he's aged 31 years. Let's just be real. From what I was told, Ben Johnson's messages are not getting through to this guy, and there's a reason for it. This guy doesn't want to hear the message. It's real simple. So all I'm telling you, you take it for what you want to take it. Just don't trip if that's not a thing sooner than later. I'm just telling you right now. So if that happens, that'll be huge news, of course.
Yeah.
But I can see it happening. This guy has clearly not made any strides. He hasn't done anything to improve his game at all. And everything, Smitty, that we talk about, it's more than what's on the field. And that's the problem where I don't think cats talk about.
But that's us, though, right? Like, in all fairness, at least in this situation, Caleb hasn't done anything like off the field. It's actually been pretty quiet. We know he paints his nails.
He has, though.
He's been painting his nails forever. So, like, are we just gonna like react to his nails every fucking Sunday when he paints his nails?
Yeah, that's my point.
I'm saying that's on us, though. Like,
no, not really. If he was a player and balled out, we'd be talking about his play. See, that's what y'all see y'all being hypocrites right now, homie. Because last spring you said if it don't matter, JB, if he paints his nails and all that shit, if he balls out, which Smitty has been saying, if he balls out, we ain't gonna say nothing. Right. Guess what, homie? We are saying the same shit though, because he ain't balling out. He ain't balling out. So we gotta stop. We gotta stop with the bullshit. It's the off the field bullshit that is bringing this cat clicks and likes, homie. It ain't his play. So it's become bigger than the program and the organization, homie. Like, let's be real. The organization is tired of hearing this bullshit when they come to the office every morning. And if it isn't about football, his performance, or them winning.
I'm with you on that. All I'm saying is his nails isn't affecting his play. What's affecting his play is him not putting the proper time in, him not watching enough film, him not understanding
that off the field?
That connection with Ben Johnson. Maybe it's ego. Maybe he's just not that damn good, and the media had him.
Isn't that off the field?
Him going to the nail salon for 30 minutes to an hour and get his nail painted ain't the reason that he's not fucking
you
good
keep
right
saying
now.
that, homie. You keep saying that, but you keep proving me right. What you keep saying this shit, homie.
Listen, This is the thing with coaches that y'all do that I don't like. And I'm not
you keep saying the same shit.
But this is what y'all do that I don't like. You did the same thing with Michael last year. It's
like you don't get it.
Cowboys are losing. You shouldn't be doing no podcast during the season. Blah, 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 blah.
You shouldn't.
But Mike is fucking balling out though, getting double-digit sacks. He's the only motherfucking defensive player that's
but he don't play the run.
First 4 seasons get 12 or more sacks.
But he don't play the run.
2 guys have done that.
But he don't play the run.
In history of NFL. So the podcast is the reason why he's like, come on, bro. All I'm saying is, you coaches,
yes, it is
doing that shit. You coaches, the one thing you guys do that's wrong is when shit ain't going right, you got to find something. You got to find something to lean on. Hey, he's playing the game too much. He's podcasting. His nails are painting, or he's getting his hair cut the wrong way. Like, no, motherfucker, maybe he's not that good, or maybe you're not coaching well, or maybe it's football reasons why he's right there. Let's stop blaming all the other shit just because we can't point the finger at the right thing.
You amaze me when you continue to like cover up all the outside noise and act like it doesn't affect the on the field noise. Like it blows my mind, homie. It blows my mind how you defend the bullshit and then you give him a pass when he's shitty on the football field.
I'm not giving him a pass.
You are, homie. You're literally defending the game shit and then giving him a pass on the field when he's shitty. You do the same shit every day, homie.
How about give him a pass, JB?
Hold on, homie. What did Micah Parsons do in the fucking playoffs versus Green Bay, homie?
He got 12 plus sacks.
What did he do against Green Bay in the playoffs? Answer the specific question. Why don't you answer? You can't answer the question. See, that's why, homie. You like this shit. You can't defend the question. You can't even answer my question.
He didn't play great in that game.
What did he do? Hold on, no. What did he do against Dallas in the playoffs the year before?
Against Dallas?
The year before, what did he do against the 49ers in the playoffs?
I don't remember.
So, you don't remember, but you remember his podcast.
No, I remember he got 12 plus sacks.
Homie, he was shitty in the playoffs against the Niners. He was shitty in the playoffs against Green Bay. All you talk about is analytics and stats. He's done 2 things. He's done one thing that 2 others have done. Got sacks. Yeah, we know he's a freak, but he ain't an overall complete player. And that's why I do talk about the off the field shit, because I know the guy could even be better. Let me ask you a question real quick. When Peyton Manning, and you covered his team, when Peyton Manning had this first years where he was like in and out of the play, couldn't get a playoff win. Everybody was talking shit. He couldn't get over the hump. What was the discussion? Was it about his fucking nails being painted? Was it about his oversized forehead? Was it about makeup, commercials? No, it was about football, right? It was football related issues why he couldn't get it done. It had nothing to do with off the field. We only talked about football. Same with Andrew Luck. Same with whoever else you want to bring up. Now it's about nail techs. And now we're defending all this other off-the-field bullshit when it comes to football. Why is football not the main thing no more is my question to you, and why he struggles and why we can't just call it out and say, Smitty, there's no way a guy is that mentally tough to hear the noise outside and hear all the memes and gifts and all the shit that's going on with Caleb Williams and the nails and all the shit that everyone, even big-name people now are coming out like, nah, enough's enough. There's no way he don't hear that shit. And there's no way that don't affect his football play, homie. You can't sit here and tell me that motherfucker's sitting there focused as fuck, not listening to nothing out there. And he's doing this on purpose, homie. He's doing it on purpose, Smitty. He wants the fucking attention. Let's be real. His shirt hanging out of his pads, the only person is a attention-seeking fucking act, homie. Let's keep it real. Like, stop. You act like, you think I would let that motherfucker, that's what, the one disappointment I had in Ben Johnson. You think I'm letting my quarterback with all eyes on him already walking out there like that, looking like that, with the fucking, you're the fucking franchise tag guy. You're the franchise. And I'm going to walk out with a fucking gray shimo on, hanging damn near to my thigh pads, looking like we're in fucking, and just in a fucking Pop Warner football youth organization.
My boy said, this is the NFL, homie. This ain't high school or JUCO. Stop it.
So you allow it. You allow it as a coach.
NFL players can wear their chains on their neck. They can put earrings in their ear. They can do a long shirt. They can be themselves because it's professional. As long as you show up and you play well, that's all that matters. He's not playing well. So we're going to find every single excuse in the world of why he's not playing well. They did it with Belichick.
They did it with Belichick and Parcells, and they did it with Tomlin. They do whatever they want, huh?
I say whatever they want.
Let's take commercial.
It's NFL, you can put a grill in your mouth and you're Lamar Jackson. You can do. It's not college. It's not fucking Penn State, Notre Dame, Alabama. And it's different. It's level. Those are kids. These are grown men doing a job. Come here, ball out, play well. I'm not saying that JB. I'm not defending him at all.
Why are former NFL players though? Why are
for certain shit because he's playing back?
But why are former NFL players coming out saying we would have never been able to do that? Why are they saying we would have never been allowed to wear that type of shirt? Why are they saying that, homie? If they could do whatever, Smitty. Come on, man. Take a commercial break real quick. AJ McCarron's here. We got a commercial break. AJ McCarron right around the corner to discuss the same topic we're talking about. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking. Back at it on the Coach AB Show with Big Smitty, as we have a proud new sponsor. Valor is getting me excited. I am fucking hyped. This new drink. Fuck you doing, homie?
Yeah, my fault, man.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm sorry, man. That drive killed me, man. I'm exhausted. 2-hour drive.
Oh, you don't know why I'm excited and hyped already?
No,
I know it's 5 in the morning, but goddamn, homie.
What's going on, homie?
We got
me,
this
Ash.
new sponsor. Valor.
Valor?
Hold on, man. You haven't had a Valor?
You ain't tell me about Valor.
You're that tired.
You didn't tell me about Valor.
Look at this.
I mean, the can looks dope. What is it?
Valor Energy, homie.
All right, well, let me try it real quick, man.
You want to fucking pick me up? Shit.
Does it really work?
What? Watch out, homie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Is that a bullshit?
It's instant energy, homie. It's instant energy, homie.
So you're hyped right now.
It's instant energy, homie. Oh,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Valor.
Blueberries and cream, nitrogen infused.
No. Berries and cream.
No, this is
nitrogen
this is my favorite. Blueberries and cream, my favorite flavor.
Berries and cream.
Blueberries. Matter of fact, I got another one over here. Orange cream infused, homie.
Wait up, there's 3 different colors?
3 right here. I heard it's more on the website.
Kelly, you like Valor?
You like it too, Kelly? The dogs like Valor. I wouldn't give it to the dog, but they probably would like it because its flavor is amazing. Blueberries and cream.
And you can mix it with tequila and vodka?
What's the website, homie? What's the website? We got to tell them to go to the website right now because I heard that they got even more than one flavor. Go to valorenergy.com right now and use promo code
Coach AB and get
20% off your first order.
Through the month of September, I encourage all our fans, our loyal fans, to post a picture with their Valor just like Smitty and I do and enter a sweepstakes. Our winner will guest host a show with Big Smitty and I.
You ain't gonna guess host the whole show, but we're gonna bring you in and let you talk that talk for about 5 to 6 minutes. I'm gonna be real with you. Tag Coach AB, tag Valor Energy, post a picture, hashtag, and we're gonna bring you on the show for a few minutes, man. Valor, VALR energy.com. I'm hyped up right now.
Look at these Valor t-shirts, merch. We got it. Woo-hoo. Look at that backside for me. Way more athletic. Way more athletic. Valor. Check it out. Coach AB, promo code 20% off right now. Peace.
Yes, sir, man. Make sure y'all pound that like button, subscribe, become a member today. But without further ado, we can't keep our main man waiting too much longer, man. 3-time national champion, man. A college football legend, a guy who got played in the league, man. Knower of all things, man. A guy who I got immense respect for when it comes to the sport of football. One of the realest to ever do it, man. The one and only AJ McCarron. Bring him on the show. AJ, what's going on, my guy?
What up, fellas?
What up?
Another day, another argument.
Boy, the shows this week been great. My boy JV been getting text messages from all kind of people. Just, hey, nothing beats his AI picture for Alabama head coach.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
You saw that shit? Who did that shit? Like,
just like him, homie.
Hey, people putting together. That was like a mixture between DeBoer, me, and like Rex Ryan or something, wasn't it?
That shit was hilarious because JB was excited to put it up, and then he was like, "Oh, wait, who the fuck is that?"
I'm like, "Who the fuck did this?" Oh, man.
That shit was funny.
Hey, AJ, I'm just telling you, man. Let me ask you. I know we got a topic for you right out the gate. How important is the main thing not being the main thing? Like, I'm curious because we got a lot of quarterbacks that we're talking about today that it had nothing to do with football play. We're talking about other shit. I just don't know. I don't remember an era where it's been like this magnified about off the field shit. I don't get it. Like Dennis Rodman's off the field shit about his nails and wedding dresses and shit. It was only brought up because they won the championship. And he was the rebound champion 3 years in a row, and they won 3 titles in a row. I don't remember it being about a guy that lost 10 games in a row. So I'm just telling you, have you ever seen it like this?
Listen, I mean, it's a different era as a whole. I'll tell you, I ain't going to put them out on Front Street from a sense of organization and who was there at the time. Because I do got respect for the head coach that was there at that time. But I had an organization when I'm coming out for the draft my senior year, fly down to Tuscaloosa, and they brought everybody in the organization. They're coming for a meeting. We're going to get on the whiteboard, go out on the field, and go through some stuff. And while I'm meeting with a couple coaches, they got mainly their front office and their head people in there talking to our head trainer. And one of the first questions was, why does AJ have so many tattoos? Like, is he a party guy? Does he do drugs? Have y'all been hiding drug tests? Like, I was getting knocked for tattoos from organizations like they were questioning me. It had nothing to do with my play. It was just the things on me. And the fact they also heard this crazy rumor that I didn't get along with white teammates because of where I grew up in Mobile. That was also a knock on. I'm like, that's crazy. And the guy at the time was like, well, I'm white, who they were asking. He likes me. So, I mean, what are we talking about? Like, it was just and hell, it used to get knocked for that. And now it's like they don't knock you for that. I mean, which is a good thing. But at the same time, this whole era of football is just different. I don't understand it. You used to just have to go out and play and perform, and then that's what you got chose off of. But now it's a whole different process.
AJ, just like this is why I told every kid. Obviously, more black kids played for me, obviously, than anyone, and that's why I took heat on Netflix when I'm telling these kids, like, hey, every day's an interview. Yeah. Somebody's always watching your ass. Every day's an interview, and that's the same shit you just mentioned right there. Like, I would tell everybody the same. Like myself, coming from Compton, you coming from Mobile, predominantly black inner city neighborhoods. I'm like, every day's an interview. Somebody's watching you. Walmart parking lot, in an interview going into a game, whatever it is. Somebody's gonna judge you, watch you. It is what it is, man. So every day's an interview. That's what people don't realize in this business.
For sure. I mean. Listen, never would I have thought after achieving everything I did in college that tattoos and the fact that I was a white dude with tattoos all over my body, like that would knock me, but it did. So it's part of it. It's all good. Everything happens for a reason.
No doubt.
100%.
Vinny, let's dive into it.
Well, let's get to it, man. Let's talk a little Alabama. Alabama's taking on Wisconsin after beating LA Monroe was 73-0 last week. There's a lot at stake for the Crimson Tide, but I also want to go into the preview for this matchup and kind of break down Alabama's keys to victory versus Wisconsin. Specifically, let's start off on the offensive side, man.
Where's Wisconsin?
That's how I say. I'm from the
hood. Listen, I mean, this is another game. Like I said it on last week's show for y'all, is they got to get to just where it's a faceless opponent. You're not worrying about who the hell you're playing. This is a bad Wisconsin team. They've struggled week 1, week 2, Hell, I think they had 16 rush attempts last week for like 17 yards before they hit a reverse for like 70-something yards. I mean, this is a team that's struggling. You need to go out and handle business again like you did this past week. Ty played great. And people, they played Louisiana Monroe. I don't give a shit who they play. Hell, everybody knows, and JB especially knows, like, it's hard to complete 17 for 17 routes on air for some guys. To do that in a game, have multiple touchdowns called back. He threw for 3, ran for 1. This offense needs to establish the run, play nasty again up front, defense fly around. I thought they played much better, but I just got to see it week in and week out. I'll tell you, one thing I do not understand, and this kind of goes into the Deion conversation. At the same time, I'm watching the game, and all of a sudden we're halfway in the second quarter, and we take out Ty Simpson and we put in Austin Mack, who he brought from Washington with him last year, who is the backup quarterback, and he runs him for a series. Well, then they put Ty back in. And the thing that makes me question this staff and coaches in general when they do this shit is, why name a starter then? Or what's the point of doing that? Like, Saban did that for me a couple times throughout my career when I was the backup guy. And it was a 2-minute situation in a game that we were already blowing them out in the first half. Yeah. Just because I was young and he wanted to see, hey, how is he going to respond and play in a pressure, moment of 2 minutes, and how will he lead this, starting offense down the field? But to take him out and put this in, when you do shit like this and you play, throw in a quarterback and you make it seem like, even if you did tell the team, it's easy to divide a locker room. And for a team that's already struggled week 1, and now you throw the backup in, and he goes down, and Austin played well. He took him down. They scored. I just don't understand it, because you already named Ty as a starter. And if you named a starter, well, then you ride with him until you don't want to ride with him anymore. I don't understand the throwing another kid in there. It's the same with Deion. I don't understand if you name Salter the starter. And, did he play great in the first game? No. But you really lost that game off of a clock management situation and not as a head coach, not understanding how to manage the clock at the end of the game when you had a chance to go down and tie it and send it into overtime. And then he comes out and struggles the second game, but you go through 2 more quarterbacks. It's all confusing to me. Like, what are we doing in the offseason? Are we practicing hard enough? Are we doing enough game-like situations to where we're doing enough 2-minute or we're doing enough, 4-minute clock management? Like, what are we putting these kids in? What situations are we just going through the motions in practice? It makes me question these coaching staffs. And then, people wonder why, like, dudes are getting fired left and right. Hell, I don't understand how you can go a whole offseason and not have an established starter and then ride with that dude until, the wheels fall off or it goes really bad. And then you make a decision.
AJ, let me ask you something real quick. The stuff you just mentioned real quick. Do you think it's because we're appeasing the player because of NIL and we have to get them on the field? Because it's ass backwards in Deion's scenario, because they got the young pup that they paid money to from going to other places. Yeah. And, how quick these kids, how thin skinned they are. They're just going to fucking he'll bounce and be in the portal here before long. Is it Deion kind of saying, all right, ego on this side, I don't care what you do, I'm going to do my way. And then on this side, it's like I'm trying to play 3 guys to figure out who the one is. I don't know if you can do it because I think it cost him, in your particular point, he wasn't there all spring and winter because of health issues. So, it's a bad deal going on all across the landscape.
No, it is 100% because, you put the young kid in, Julian Lewis, I think. And you put him in second, So you were obviously saying, hey, this kid's good enough to be our backup guy. Right. So you would think, all right, if this is your top guy, you probably threw the most money at him in NIL and you named him the backup. Well, then, okay, we'll ride with him and just have a tougher year. But guess what? He's going to have the experience going into next year. So now we're in a better situation. But then you pass him up and you go to the third string kid, the stop kid. Like, I just don't understand. And yeah, I mean, to answer your question, JB, like, I do think it has a lot to do with NIL and trying to keep kids happy. And maybe it's the same situation for Alabama where, listen, Austin Mack, and not knocking him at all, but coming from Washington with DeBoer, and I'm sure DeBoer probably said, hey, you're going to have a chance. You know this offense. You're going to have a chance to compete. And then they competed, and it didn't work out for him. So maybe he's trying to keep him happy, even though you got Keelan Russell, who's the top guy coming out of high school last year. Like, you also got to keep him happy. So, I mean, it's a tough situation. But my biggest thing is, as a head coach, when you make a decision, and especially for Colorado, like, you made a decision, and now you're playing three guys. How divided is that locker room? Because everybody has friends. And when you play on a team, we've all played the game at a high level. When everybody ain't friends with everybody on a team. Right. Like, that people didn't understand that about me. But listen, I'm not coming in here to be everybody's best friend. But guess what? When we get inside the white lines, you're going to be able to fucking depend on me to do my job. And I want to depend on you to do your job. And guess what? If we do our jobs, then we'll win and we'll be successful and everybody gets what they want. But I don't need us to be buddy and fucking take care of each other the whole time that way and be best friends and go out after the game. No, I ain't worried about that. I just want to fucking win.
Hey, Smitty, before you go, the thing's been flipped, AJ, in my opinion. Watching college football and having all the games on and getting the luxury to have all these different games on at one time, and I'm looking around these games on these different TVs, I'm like, the shit's been flipped. Now we're fighting each other on the team. If you watch, not only in the NFL, but I'm talking about everywhere. College is horrible. They're fighting each other, but then they're homies with the other team. Yeah. I'm like, hold on, because the portal has created this, I don't know, it's a band of mercenaries, man. They come there to get paid, and then they act like they're all for themselves. I don't know if they can ever recover from this.
Nobody's together anymore. Because
there's no camaraderie, man. There's 30 new kids every semester. Like,
I mean, on all kind of teams. And I think that's what, why so many coaching staffs are trying to get back to the Dabo Swinney way and building a true culture again. And, he caught so much hell for not being in the portal, but it's just, and it's what I talked about with Alabama, like having a nucleus of guys that were from the state that understand Alabama football. Like, you need guys that are from Colorado or from surrounding areas that don't just want to go to Colorado for the hype of Deion and say, oh, well, I play for Coach Prime. Like, you got to have some culture there and guys that understand the history of that program a little bit. In this day and age, it's hard to do, right? Because you got so many kids, 70 new kids on North Carolina. You got 50 on Florida State. You got a ton at LSU. Like, there's so many kids all over, and it's going to be that way every year. It's just tough in college football, especially, and with pay not being incentive based and pay just being, hey, you come here, we're guaranteeing this. Like, that's what makes it so different from the NFL. And in NFL contracts, hell, a lot of dudes get paid off of incentive base. Like, hey, I got to achieve this, or, we got to win this amount of games or whatever. Like, dudes are out there to play for the team. College is a little more, selfish now.
Oh, 100%.
Let me ask you, last thing I got for you real quick, AJ. This female came out, AP voter. She clearly knocked South Florida 2 spots, bumped Florida 2 spots. Clearly she thought Florida was the winner. The only perspective I want from you is the one, and Smitty and I debated. Smitty disagrees with her as well, but he still defended her in like 1,000 other little ways. But anyway, it rhymes with like hey, may, and they. But anyway, I want to ask you, like, I want to ask you real quick, like, how pissed off would you and the team be, and how serious is it that something like this were to happen, and how much does it weigh on you as you go week to week? Because I know there's some things that people don't want to talk about unless they've been in that locker room. Like, to me, they got to go play Miami now. Nobody's talking about that. They're talking about this shit and the knock they took and how they dropped. And if they lose a tough game to Miami, AJ, it's hard to recover with this soft generation, in my opinion. Like, now they're like, oh, well, we got fucked. You know what I mean? I can already see it. Is that a huge thing to you guys? Would you be pissed off in the locker room if something like this happened?
I mean, me personally, no. But this is an issue I have with all voting. And I don't give a shit if it's a female, what you call yourself. We got too many people a part of college football that don't understand the game of football. I mean, you got to look at the NCAA itself. NCAA, a lot of it forever was made up of doctors, lawyers, like dudes that dreamed of playing the game but were never athletic enough to play the game. And they're making the decisions and the overall rules for the entire league, right? So, like, that as a whole, and this is an issue I have with like preseason rankings and preseason all SEC teams and all American. You got so many people allowed to vote on this that don't watch shit. They don't watch film. Like main example, and use him because of Alabama, but Jeremy Bernard, he was the leading receiver for Alabama last year, number 5. He's been an absolute dog this year. I talked him up, like, watching games and watching film from last year. This kid was your best receiver. I understand Ryan Williams brought all the hype and made big plays, but on a consistent basis, this kid transferred from Washington, came over with Coach DeBoer. He was your best receiver. He didn't even sniff a preseason all-SEC team, and he's your leading receiver again this year. It's like, how in the hell does this kid get left off? First team, second team, anything. Like, they voted guys on there that didn't do shit the previous year. So it's too much of that. Like, hell, they wanted to knock the BCS era, but at least the fucking algorithm that the computer was coming up with went off of just numbers. Like, when it came to voting, it didn't go off of humans saying, oh, well, I think this team, and they couldn't name 3 people on that team. Like, that's an issue. They got to find a way, whether that's splitting away from the NCAA and creating their own division. They got to find a solution to this, because it is, listen, you can't be allowed to vote. I don't care if you're a guy, a woman. I don't give a shit. Know the damn teams that you're voting for.
Talk about it. That's exactly what I said, AJ. I appreciate you on that, man. And what I think is this: we need more guys and more coaches like this coach right here, this Alabama legend right here. Can you put him on the screen real quick, Bailey? We need more guys like this to be voting for the AP teams and kind of, helping get this thing back in control. Don't you agree, AJ?
100%. That's why,
who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck? Like, whoever made this AI shit's ruining the world, AJ. I'm just telling you right now, because they got, like, literally have me and some sort in there, but I don't know who the fuck else it is.
And then they got my damn coach in some Bose headphones, dog. Like,
like, what the fuck are those, dog? That boy a podcaster during the game, AJ.
I can't tell
Micah Parsons. I'm Micah Parsons.
I can't tell if he's playing in San Fran, the San Fran's old stadium, or what? Where the hell?
Candlestick.
Look at that damn little ass arms too, though. Look at your shoulders. They did get that right. Look, baby arms.
Like, it was my neck when I was fat. It was my neck. That's it, really. I think that's really it, though. Like, I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. But anyway, I'll get them some of the bitches right. That's what they say down south, Smitty. Some of bitches. I'll get them some of bitches right. I'll get them motherfuckers right. Some of bitches. Hey, AJ, we had a viral video with you last week on our channel. About 100-something thousand views when we talked about, our Bama on YouTube. Yeah, so shout out to you. I'll be sending you $3 for the views. We got Smitty, take it away. We got some more questions for AJ before he gets out of here.
Are we doing? Yeah, Caleb Williams, man, has moved to NFL. I believe we're going to do a little bit of film breakdown versus his game on Monday night against the Vikings. He didn't play that. Well, let me say this. He started out with like 10 for 10. You know, it was a lot of short passes on the field, but he had the offense rolling, and then things started to slowly go downward direction in the second half. But let's
dissect that. Smitty, I want to dissect what you just mentioned. AJ, let the casual fan know. Like, so Dan scripts the first 15. Obviously, if it gets to third down, number 3 play, obviously that play needs to be changed. And I'm sure, the casual fan may not understand how that works. But after the first 15 or the first 10, 9 completions or whatever, what do you think about that? And explain what the difference is in a scripted scenario versus a down and distance scenario off the cuff.
Yeah, I mean, hell, I've been a part of a ton of teams to where, I mean, I've done first 10, first 15. Hell, Bill O'Brien went all the way up to the top 20 in first 20 plays. So, I mean, you kind of go through that and you pick out, hey, what concepts, and it's usually your easiest concepts, and you'll mix in whether it's a top-down shot read with the play action in there. Like, you're going to pick out your favorite concepts that you've been running all off season and leading up, to the first game. Those are your easiest. And then and at the first of every game, especially the opening week of the year, like teams are trying to just play base and have a feel to see, hey, what are they really going to get to? What are they liking? What sets are they in? I mean, it's really a chess match between the two coaches at that point. But then when, I mean, you get in the flow of the game, like everybody reverts back to what they love to do, right? It doesn't matter. Everybody has certain deals that whether on third down, hey, this D coordinator loves this, he's going to play this probably. So it gets to where now you just got to play the game. I know we're going to get into film. I thought at the end, I don't know if it's protection that he's not calling right or not remiking or what. He did make some tough throws late in their last couple of drives that he was getting tattooed on. And I thought there's no way in hell this ball is going to be in the right spot. And it was. I mean, he did make some good throws, but the part that makes me, question the whole thing is how the hell was he getting hit on every one of them? Like what's going on? Is he not remiking or there's got to be an issue there? Whether it's off of him or it's between him and the center, something's not right to where, I mean, they were throwing glances and that's 3 no hitch. Like you shouldn't be getting tattooed on that every time. So that's the part of his second year that is making me just wonder, like, damn, are we really progressing the way we should in this, as a quarterback, but also new offense for him? Like, and listen, everybody knows this. Second year in the league is your hardest year. That sophomore slump, because I try to say like it's equivalent to a second year pitcher in the MLB. Like you see a ton of rookies come out and have success because dudes don't have enough film on you. They just don't know what your tendencies are at all. And then when they get enough film on you, teams play to your tendencies. Hey, is he good at throwing outside the numbers to his left? Or is everything is inside the numbers? Like, does he like throwing to his right more? Do we need a roll coverage over here? Like, does he have a hard time seeing the nickel off his left side? So now we disguise it, show one way, bring it the other. Like, there's so many things that once they have film on you and until you figure the shit out, they're going to keep attacking that. And that's why so many dudes have a sophomore slump.
Let me ask you real quick, AJ. The sophomore slumps I've been talking about is Smitty from forever. We're going to see Jaden Daniels deal with it this year, Bo Nix, Drake May, so many others from last year. And I think CJ saw it last year in Houston. And even though he's still good, I think he's going to be great, I think. CJ, I like CJ a lot in this league. But here's the thing I want to break down. Like, I wanted to see, like, in this whole thick of things, like when he was, 9 for 9 or whatever the hell, and everybody was hyped up, and then JJ was looking very bad as well, and we're like, okay, what is it? I saw Kevin O'Connell put him under center, run the football, more play pass, throw on rhythm, 3-step under center, and throw the bitch. You have to, because you're under center. It's a whole different feel than the gun, obviously, for a young QB. So he knows he's trying to get it out. So pre-snap to post-snap was totally different from O'Connell's side than Ben Johnson's side. And I don't know, just the things I'm hearing from inside, like Caleb just won't do what Ben's asking. And that's a huge issue. And I don't know if that's going to be something to look forward down the stretch here. But where are you at with this whole, the O-line you mentioned? I've been saying it with Smitty the last 2 weeks. Like, it's a jailbreak everywhere in the NFL. And I'm saying with 32 quarterbacks, why is it a jailbreak and everyone's pinning their ears back? And I went to yesterday, and I want to get your take. Lack of under center, voice command. No. We don't have any of that anymore. And I watched the Chicago breakdown after I was told something. And I'm not shitting you. You guys can go look. Everybody in the chat, take a look at this. Every time Caleb Williams says turbo, ball snapped.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me that they don't know on defense.
As a D lineman, we pick up on those type of things. We love that.
And he clapped. Every time he said turbo, and the ball was snapped. You don't think the D line's fucking pinning their ears back and run? But my point is to AJ, I don't think these guys understand anything at the line of scrimmage. They're getting the play and we're snapping it. Like, there's no. If you watch Aaron Rodgers and Stafford, the two that stuck out to me the other day, Aaron got up there several times. Easy. Opposite up, or whatever. He did a bunch of shit, and then the D-line stands up, AJ. Now the offense is back in dictation mode. I don't see it with these young guys, man. Like, we're not teaching them. They haven't been taught, or we're just failing them at a mass level. I don't know, but let's get to this point. That was a great point, because I think that the jailbreak thing is getting bigger, because Justin Fields had fucking the same situation. Yeah. I mean, I don't get it.
Well, no, I mean, listen, I think, a little bit of it is also there's so many organizations that are firing people so quick, right? Off of not having instant success. I mean, everything nowadays is everything from, I don't care if you're talking college, like in high school, pro, like it doesn't matter. It's all about, hey, how many can you win right now? There's no more, can you build a culture, and we understand and we're going to stick with you that it's going to be a couple years. But it also comes from the pressure from the fans too, right? Everybody, you don't think these people in the front office look at Twitter and see all the articles, right? So then they fall into the trap of like, hey, let's give this dude time. So then these coaches probably feel rushed of, hey, I got to make it as easy as possible and not put anything. I don't want their anxiety to go up. Like we heard it last year at Alabama, like playing at Alabama, it fills you with anxiety. I'm like, what? Special is like the fucking pressure to win. Like that's what makes diamonds, right? Like you go out and fucking perform when the pressure's on.
I think it's like an indictment. It's a fucking slap in the face of these kids. Like, we're telling you that you're fucking stupid and shit. And now you go to the league and it's only going to get more complex. The verbiage is going to get 3 times as long. And now you got to play against better players overall. And now you're sitting there like, hold on, am I dumb? Like, are you telling us that we can't learn? Like, this is the problem I have with Smitty. Me and Smitty talk about that all the time. Not with Smitty, but like the issue I have. Coaches failing quarterbacks at the high school, college level more than we've ever seen before, because we allow it instead of coach it because we're so worried about them leaving our program or whatever. And it's happening in high school. We got 4 kids playing 4 high schools in 4 years. So let's be honest, it's happening at all levels. So there's no way you can get better if you're going to move around and get a different philosophy whispered in your ear every single season at a new place. Right. I don't get it.
Listen, I think it's all culture too. Like, I mean, I tell young kids all the time, and I talk to, Mobile's mostly black, but we have a great mixture. It's almost 50-50, but you have so many kids nowadays growing up in an area and in hard times of so many people are telling them, you can't do this. You can't do this. Like, and then we wonder why these kids don't grow up to be shit, because they've heard it their whole life of, oh, you can't do shit. So you keep filling a kid's head with, oh, you can't do shit. And prime example, I coach my kids' flag football team at their school. I make my my two oldest boys play on the same team. So my middle son, he always plays up. And I go out there the first year, and they're in second grade, and I show up, and the coach is like, or the AD at the time was like, hey, you're not going to be able to throw the football. We're out there first day, and I'm making my oldest throw the football. And I'm making these kids try to catch the ball. And then they're like, they're not going to know plays. Like, you have to write it down. I said, oh, shit. Like, y'all are telling these kids, and y'all are making an excuse for them. Hell, it came around to the first game for 3 years now. We've been running no huddle offense in flag football. Absolutely fucking teams up.
Yeah.
And these other coaches might not, but guess what? I call out 6 right. They know that's a formation. They know that's the play. And guess what? These little fourth graders line up. We're doing fly motions, tall sweeps. We got play action off of it. We're beating the shit out of teams. And people are like, how the hell? I'm like, because you don't push these kids. Y'all want to coddle these kids.
Don't challenge.
No, you gotta challenge these kids, because they will step up to the challenge if you fucking actually challenge them.
You do.
But this whole world we're in of, hey, coddle, oh, it's okay, everybody gets a trophy. Hell, we played in this summer in baseball. We finished third in a World Series tournament. We're walking out, and they're like, Coach, you need to come over here and get the trophy. My oldest is like, I don't want this shit. Like, just looks at me. I'm like, damn, I raised you right. Thank God. I know you're only 8, but we didn't win shit. We don't get a trophy for third place. Like, what are we doing?
I never wear my bowl. I went to 2 bowl games. We lost both. I keep them just because of memories of the seasons, and they look nice. But you'll never see me wearing them because we lost. It's like, it's
that's
weird,
your generation. That says a lot. We never got a bowl game if you went to the motherfucker.
I know.
What generation are you from, homie?
Well, first of all, you never got a bowl game because you never played the level that we played at. So I probably got a fucking a fucking little chain or something with an emblem on it. We got bowl ring because Ball State, its expectation is different. We're not Bama. We're not Ohio State.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys,
for us.
You're 0-2 this year. Let's dive into this game. I want to break down this Caleb Williams shit real quick. Did you think watching the game, AJ, or if you went back and seen any of this, we look like a cover zero, like we're in zeroed out? If Caleb Williams sees this, is this Coach Flores playing games with Ben Johnson is my question to you, not Caleb Williams and that defense. This is a Ben Johnson scripted offense that I think Flores understood and was like, I'm going to give you fucking base with different looks, but I'm getting back to my base. And you think it's man or what have you, and then go ahead and throw 9 for 9 swing passes all you want. But then that second series came, and Flores gave him a whole different look. They were in match quarters, and they thought it was fucking 2-shell. They were in 0. Totally different. Do you think it was a chess game with Flores versus Ben, or was it just him fucking with Caleb?
I be honest with you, I think it's a little bit of both. This is why I hate tight splits, because when you play with a condensed formation,
can't read it out.
You play against guys that are experts in fucking calling defenses like Flores, that come from a history of being with great defensive coaches. Yeah. I mean, that's what they're known for, right? And so your pre-snap and post-snap recognition of defense, it better be fucking on point, because this right here looks like it's 0, and then they spin and end up being run into one robber, basically, is because this safety to the boundary over on the right side is end up just playing the eyes of Caleb. But, I mean, yeah, your pre-snap and post-snap, you're going to see, and I think to, balance that, it is to go against Caleb too, because he's thinking, hey, it's this kid's second year. It's his first year in this offense. I want to make him think as much as possible. He's probably already struggling. They've probably heard the same rumors that you've heard of, hey, he doesn't pick this offense up great, so we got to make sure we don't just line up and just play base coverage. Every snap is going to be a pre-snap and post-snap different defense. So 100%.
I get the vibe, AJ. I get the vibe watching Caleb Williams. I get out there and get the vibe just knowing football. I watch him, and I'm like, I get a vibe of he's coming out there thinking he's in college and he's better than everybody, and he's such an athletic, gifted kid that he's going to ad-lib with his feet, make off-schedule plays. He can do everything he did in college and high school. I get the vibe from him just because, to me, it looks like a lack of investment. Just watching what he sees pre and post snap tells me he really don't know what the fuck he's looking at. And it's like, you're just out there playing, dog. That's just the vibe I get. But listen, I could be wrong. We'll see. It's game one. But at the same time, this is the same exact Caleb Williams we saw as a rookie. Like, there was no difference.
Let me ask y'all real quick. You know, me being the only defensive guy on here, you guys both being quarterbacks, like, you guys have so much to like see pre-snap, during the play, post-snap. There's so much going on from a quarterback perspective. That first play that we showed here, right here, when they switched right before the snap, as a QB, how are you able to, I guess, like, break that down, calculate that in like literally 2 seconds before you snap the ball to realize, like, okay, they're fucking switching from this formation to this defense? Like, I guess break down that process, like that mental process for me.
Simplify it as much as you can, right? Okay. I know I got a guy in motion. All right, I don't give a fuck where they're running. I see somebody running in motion with him. I don't care how many safeties I got to, once I catch it, send him in motion. Oh, shit, he's trailing him. It's some form of man, right? Is what's going through my mind. All right, whether it's 2-man, but now it's my job as a QB. Once I catch it, get my eyes up and see the safeties. Are they running back to 2-man? Okay, right? Or are they running back to 1 robber? What are they playing? Are they man free? Like, what's going on? And then you also got to know the offense well enough to know, okay, where is my man beater now? Where is my best matchup, right? So that's part of it too. At least he gets to his out route. Like, I think, and he's just got to throw it sooner. He just threw it too late. Like, you just got to see it faster, especially with 7 bubbling over your single receiver over here. I forget 2's name, but
DJ Moore.
Yeah, Moore. Like, especially with him bubbling, that's in the NFL. Guess what? That's got to be a completion 100% of the time.
AJ, real quick, I'll break this down from a QB and a coach now. I want to, just to help out, I think Ben Johnson I'm challenging him. I don't have anywhere to challenge him, but I'm just going to challenge him. I think he's going to have to change up what he did with Jared Goff, a 7-year veteran guy that went to a Super Bowl, versus the Caleb Williams who's learning his first year. Because the condensed formations, you brought up a point, it's going to be very hard for a youngster to read out. Especially if you're pressing the point man and all the other things that Flores can do here and then disguise it. But just being generic here, like common sense rules to answer Smitty's question. The corner on the top where we're motioning to, Smitty, he should be Caleb Reed right now. He's the read. So we got a guy in motion with him. Now, are they swapping that off? Is the corner going to squat right there on the flat route, or is he running? If he turns and runs at all and his back turns to me, I'm throwing the fucking flat route right now with the guy in motion that has to come downhill 6 yards deep. Right. I don't get the simple part of this. So the guy in motion is, I know if he's going to chase my flat route, I'm out leveraging. We're calling it a leverage throw. I'm throwing the ball to the sideline for number 15 to catch it right now. Yeah. And I blame the wideout a little bit, or the scheme, and I'm not going to blame. I don't know what Ben Johnson's doing here, but I'm running a flat route, not a fucking 5-yard out, because I'm going right now, gaining ground as I go, we call it. Not going up and allowing this thing to transpire where the corner can pass it off or whatever. If he runs it right now at the top of that 0 on the 30 and I throw it, it's a big gainer. Like, why are we pushing up? And that's just me. That's my philosophical ass talking. But if you look at the play, the corner turns. I know I'm throwing the ball to the 15 right now. I don't understand the process of Caleb Williams. So right now the ball should be thrown, but also 15 should be where that fucking arrow on the 30 is to me, which would make it harder on the defense. Now, AJ may have a different philosophy because he's been at that level a lot longer. AJ, I don't know what you think about that, but I would run him on a flat arrow route instead of the up and out.
Yeah, we used to, I mean, it almost looks like they're running what we would call Omaha. but the concept as a whole is Ohio, but they're just running Ohio, which would be an outside go, must outside protect.
Must
and
outside
then,
win, yeah.
And then you're running whether it's a 5 to 6 yard out or they're pushing up to Oscar depth, which was 8 to 10. I don't know what down it is right here. It seems like they're a true 10 yards or probably 8 yards.
Yeah.
I can't tell if it's second or third, but I mean, that's more of a coach where JB comes in like, hey, what concepts do you like in certain down and distance situations? But I mean, listen, it's still, whether you want another route or not, it's still open. The ball's behind them. The ball's late. The ball's got to be thrown on time. And he's just late. He's late with his feet. He's late with his eyes, getting there, seeing it right off the bat. Like, as soon as I see him trail, shit. If EJ does his job and outside releases and makes this dude bubble, and guess what? He did. The ball's got to be there, and that's got to be completion in the NFL.
DJ's going to outside release this, Smitty, so I get the corner to dictate what the quarterback sees. So if his back turns and he outside releases and I know he's in phase and he's running in man, now I'm taking the arrow rub route right off it. It's a rub concept right off his ass. The issue with the condensed formation AJ's referring to, though, on the backside, if you're going to run a crosser to get into the QB's vision because everything's going to flow right to left here with the motion, it'll never happen because we're in condensed formation. The rub route or the over or the under or whatever you want to call this on the backside. Well, it's already at the quarterback, though, because of his alignment. So he's already there, so he doesn't have a chance to come back. And now you just sit there, Mike, right there in the hole that's right there over the center. Yep. He drops out, and he's belting the crosser. That's what they're taught to do. So he's belting the crosser. Caleb has no number 2.
Yeah,
so
this is what we would call this is pressure speedo. Again, outside. Yep. It's with an Oscar 8 to 10 yard out route. You got an over by the backside that's going to run anywhere from 10 to 12. And then you got a backside, what we would call dig or short dig.
Basic.
And some people call it basic. Some people are daggers, usually 18 to 20. But it's a full right to left read, no matter the fucking coverage. Like, that's the easiest offense you can fucking be in. And the easiest concepts you can give for a quarterback is like, hey, I don't give a shit what coverage they're in. Like, it's just right to left read. It's more like a triangle. Some people call concepts for like triangle reads. Like, hey, you're 1, 2, 3. Like that's a triangle offense. So, this is easy. This is the shit that where you don't have to identify, hey, this side's going to be your 1 high side. This side's going to be your 2 high side. Now, you really put pressure on the quarterback to be pre-snap, post-snap. That's where it's hard in the NFL. But right to left reads, full concepts, like our top-down reads, that's as easy as it's going to get. So you got to be able to hit those.
It's high school, Smitty, right here. Seriously, it's a right to left. I got a read key. I got a danger player. That's really simple. It is a triangle deal, and I'm a triangle guy. So, like, I like to give the QB. Here it is. Here's your 1, 2, and 3 right there. If on the backside we get man, we'll do a hand signal for that. Make it even simpler for the Q. If we got backside, we got no alley adjuster or no adjuster in the alley. No, we're gonna take it. Free access, we like to call it, AJ.
Yep. Guaranteed
we got free access. Take the free access completion all day on the backside. If we don't have free access and there's a possibility for a guy that's walked up to drop, then we know it's to the 3-man side. And this next play, though, show it, Bailey. It's unbelievable. It looks like punt return. We're in punt return defense. Bailey, I think he had it up earlier. The second play you had, this one right here, I think. Let me see. Is it the first? Let me see if I had it right here. Look at this shit, AJ. Trying to pause it. Right there. Look at that shit. Like, it's fucking punt return. So I hope it's 3rd and long.
It must be. It has to be.
But my concern is the recognition, like, by Caleb Williams.
So this should be easy. You're in a 6-man protection. The back's in. All right, 55's over. They're just mugging the mic. So you're still you're identifying who's your 4 down, right? So are you counting the guy up top to the left over lined up over number 2 receiver up here? Is he your 4 down or this guy down here? Either way, so I would pick this guy down here. He's closest to me. Let the back scan across. So the 5 down are going to go for the 4 bigs and then the mic for your O lineman, and then the back's going to scan back across to the farthest guy away. I mean, it should be picked up, and now you read it out. Even if it is 3rd and long, I don't know what situation we're in. Another issue with young quarterbacks is just because you call a play on 3rd and long doesn't mean you call it to try to get the fucking first down. Yeah. If it's there, you take it, and you take your shots. If it's not, take the fucking flat. Guess what? Now you punt it, and you at least end on a positive, because if you end on a sack or you end on a negative, it feels 10 times worse, right? No doubt. You got to take some positive out of it, especially when shit's going bad for you. Now you punt it, you pin them deep, and you make your defense go play. And then you flip the field position, because if they pin them back and then they have to punt it, now you're in great field position again. So, young quarterbacks got to understand this, to where you don't have to go for every fucking first down to try to get every first down on 3rd and long.
That's a great point. I was talking about this the other day. It feels like these young QBs, like it's the curse of the gifted is what I say, because they're so gifted athletically that they think they can do it all, which, I mean, part of it's a good thing to have that confidence, but the negative side of it is that they make bad plays worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see all the scrambling around, always trying to extend the play, and when it works, it's like, oh my God, that was amazing. Look what Caleb Williams did. But the other half of the time, when it doesn't work and they get sacked or fumble, strip sack, whatever the case may be, you're making a bad play worse. You know what I'm saying? So
where does he throw this ball?
Flat, out of bounds, just out of bounds. Like, look at how wide his base is. He never gets set. His back foot's never fucking gonna catch up with his front foot. Look at how bad that ball is. I don't know. Right there, I'm hoping he's throwing the back of the tight end, right in the flat.
I hope so. I don't know how you miss him. I mean, maybe he loses him behind the left tackle, but that's still you got to be able to dovetail and see that. And I mean, NFL, those are throws you got to make. But like, if you give him a good ball, hell, you never know. Missed tackle, and now you're up near the first down, and now you put your coach in a situation where, all right, we're 4th and 1. Hey, we're on our side of the field. Like, let's go for it, right? I mean, on their side of the field. So it's like you definitely gotta make these.
It's crazy that they're in that coverage too, AJ. I thought it was much longer down the distance. It's crazy. The safety's at 20.
Yeah,
right.
I'm like, holy
the
shit!
Sticks are right there, like right now, just playing the sticks.
Yeah, and then they're just playing. I mean, they're just straight on the backside. It's like, holy shit, man. I don't know if the recognition's there, and it's year 2, and it's the same looking recognition as from year 1 is the only issue I see. And at the end of the day, ignorance is life-threatening, because if you're not making strides, and I understand it's first-year coach, but again, we got to start putting some onus on the kid too, because he went through a head coach, got him fired. And I'm not going to say he got him, but he got fired. And then you got the new guy that was the interim, who was the QB guy, play caller in Brown, fired. And now you got this guy in here. And I'm just telling you, he looks like he's aged 30 fucking years in 6 months.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like he's fucking Joe Biden and fucking president. So, like, I'm just saying,
stressed
man.
Out position, man. Stressed out position. The stressed out position. Huh? Y'all heard what you said. Real quick before AJ go, we got to end with some black people shit, some white people shit, man. We got 2 videos for you, AJ, that we're all just going to react to. Bailey, let's start with let's do white people shit.
Okay. Oh my God.
Fucking Bama. That's fucking Bama.
Does that Roll Tide Willie?
That's Roll Tide Willie.
Don't let him get on you, Willie.
He squashed a bunch of beef.
B thing. So real AJ, so Roll Tide Willie. He's a real Bama fan, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I don't really know him, but I know he cares about the Tide a ton. And you know, he's blown up the last couple of years over social media, but yeah, this is too white for me.
Was he around back when you were playing? Like, to your knowledge?
I never heard from heard of him.
I didn't know if he's like really just been around and he just blew up on social media.
Yeah, I think it was like the last couple of years that kind of blew up. But I mean, Roll Tide Willie's great. He's got some great videos. But yeah, I ain't doing no shit like that. I'm gonna go buy some wall spray.
See, that's because you grew up in the hood. You grew up around, like, you know what I mean? You grew around us. You know what I'm saying?
He did
that.
I ain't fucking like, Hornets, Yellow Jackets, bees. None of that. No. Hell, I see an animal I don't know. It's like, well, no, we got to go the other way.
Right.
We got some BPS, though.
You love that, don't you?
Andre's good ass coffee. Booyah! Your mother loves it. We got black coffee and green tea. Sugar and cream is over there. You go do all that yourself. Fuck, we look like Starbucks.
Can I get a caramel macchiato with oat milk because I'm lactose
I don't
intolerant?
give a what you allergic to. I give you the coffee and you go gay it up on your own time. If you want to turn your coffee into a homosexual, you do it yourself. We ain't got no English muffins, but we got ham sandwiches with or without cheese. Wham! All these coffee shops should be ashamed of themselves. $10 coffee. All I charge is $4.67. Plus gratuity. Just a few more questions on the iPad. Hey, it ain't mandatory, but it's strongly suggested. We ain't working for free now. Oh, you like the Wi-Fi? Well, we like when people buy shit. If you bought something, the Wi-Fi name is DeAndre's Good Ass Coffee, password, Swole Pole the Dick Slanger. All one word. If you ain't gonna buy no coffee, you can go shit yourself outside. Bathrooms for customers only, too. Hey, man, even in the coffee shop, baby, you gotta have that fire on you. Bathroom pen is $69.69. Hey, man, quit coming in here asking to start open mic in my coffee shop. Man, nobody want to hear all them virgins telling ass-eating jokes. Them people ain't f***ing nobody. Hey, and y'all people that be doing that spoken word, that's over with, because them people don't wear the deodorant. Listen here, man, I'm tired of the attitude coming from them free bleeding hoes. Ain't no open mic spoken word. Coffee, tea. Coffee, tea. Oh, and we got ham sandwich. Hey, we ain't doing no hip-hop night. SoundCloud don't f*** you. And neither do I. Take that shit down the road to the spa. You can tell them same poems to them mother while they shave y'all wolf put sad assholes.
I think it's more white people shit, actually.
Wow.
Oh shit.
He don't gay up my coffee. He was about it. Shout out to him, homie.
So that line alone, like that's the line that stood out. And all the shit. That was the line.
Hey, AJ, last thing real quick. Tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football is here. Washington Packers impressed by the Green Bay's first week, more on defense and less with Detroit's offense. I said Detroit's going to struggle all year. 2 new coordinators. They're going to struggle to score points, in my opinion. They better get Gibbs going. But as far as Green Bay tomorrow going against Washington, Jaden Daniels, year 2, you pointed out, that's a good defense Green Bay has. You think Green Bay's 2-0?
I do. Green Bay is a tough place to play. Listen, I like the Commanders a ton. Jaden Daniels, hell of a quarterback. I think this defense for Green Bay is flying around. I think even Micah getting his first sack brings a lot of hype to the atmosphere alone. Hell, they were showing a ton of Micah Parsons jerseys already. In the crowd. Like I think their defense is flying around. I think they'll make plays. It'll be a great game though, but it'll be a fun one to watch.
No doubt. I think so too. It's gonna be interesting. We got Smitty's former teammate who's a D tackle for the Commanders. He'll be joining us every Tuesday after you come on. Every Tuesday, after Steve Kim, and he'll be joining us, Sheldon Day. And then Braden Fehoko, who just got released by the Steelers, who's trying to get back on a team. If not, he'll be on our show as well on Thursday. So we're going to have 2 current guys along with yourself. So we can't thank you enough. Go kill it. Keep killing it on your guys' show. Make sure you guys follow AJ, T-Rich, and the boys. And we'll see you Wednesday, man. Good.
Yes, sir.
Have a good weekend, brother.
Appreciate y'all, fellas.
All right, AJ. AJ McCarron, 3 times national champion. We got a Super Bowl champion right after this. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member if you're not one. So he got to move his car. I'm going to go get some coffee, and we'll be back in 3 with Shaun King. Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking. was just said that I have to have a rant on real quick. Bailey, show this latest video that's out there with Dan Orlovsky real quick.
Oh, I think you know Dan.
Jalen Hurts are the modern day Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Just total alignment. Like, you know, I remember Belichick and Brady constantly saying stuff and being like, there's no way you actually think that or feel that way or you operate like that. And it feels the same way. Jalen's just robotic and maniacal and very focused, not out in the public like Tom was when he was playing. And Sirianni, there's no way that he doesn't know. But he says, and you're like, maybe he didn't really know. Like the same way what Coach Belichick would say stuff when he'd be like, there's no way that you think that way. It just feels like their alignment and the way that they're so hyper-focused and blocking out the noise, it's very Belichick-Brady-like.
All right, stop. Don't fucking text me either, Dan. Don't fucking text me today either. This is the dumbest fucking thing I've heard, and I don't know how long by any media talking head in my.
Hold on.
Relax.
Slap in the face. Take me out. Take this fuck off the screen, will you, Bailey? The bottom line is the disrespect for what Tom Brady and Belichick did to compare them to a fucking guy who can't hit water if he fell out of a boat consistently with a coach who's fucking on the hot seat every year for some unknown reason. To compare those two to Brady and Belichick is the biggest slap in the face I've ever heard. Okay, it's dumber than Mina Kimes cover 2 take.
Wow.
Steve, please bring some balance to this real quick.
It's dumber than Mina Kimes and fucking old boys cover 2 take.
You gotta say it twice.
But is it
couldn't think of his name.
Is it dumber than Arch Manning, #1 pick, Heisman Trophy front runner before the season?
Yes.
No.
Yes. It might be the dumbest thing.
Now,
it might be the
I will say this in agreement with you in this aspect. Till Jalen Hurts gets to 3 or 4 Super Bowls with Sirianni, it's way premature. Coach, I actually agree with you.
I don't even know if that's the thing. Because, see, Smitty, I argue, because Mahomes has got 3 right now and has been to 5, and I still hold him way down. I think it matters. Like Smitty says, my eyes work. My eyes still work. I don't even know if he goes in this era to 3 or 4. I'm still not putting him even in the fucking conversation. Football was real football then. It matters. My eyes work. This is not the same path taken. This is not the same game. It's not the same rules.
Coach, I'm with you. Look, Coach, do I think Jalen Hurts will ever be in that pantheon of Unitas, Bradshaw, Montana? No. But to defend Jalen Hurts, I don't think anyone can operate that offense the way he does.
No, I
don't think there's 15 other quarterbacks that go to the Eagles and all of a sudden they're just winning. No. What Jalen Hurts is very specific. It's very difficult physically. He's the perfect quarterback for that team.
And I think that's what Dan is saying. Dan's not saying Jalen Hurts is Tom Brady. He's not even saying that Sirianni is Belichick. Like, you're looking at it from individual, comparing their greatness. He's just saying for a modern day standpoint, in terms of how they operate, how Jalen Hurts operates in that system, how methodical they are, how just monotone Jalen is. He never really gives you any real true clickbait, and just their dynamic. He's just saying it's Brady Belichick-esque. No one's going to be like that level. He's just saying from just how they do it. I think not yet.
Yeah, we're in the building. Shaun King joins us. We're back.
So I guess there's no more intro video for Shaun, huh? I guess Shaun is just like he at a point now where we don't really respect Shaun enough to do that, huh?
He just had an intro video. Smitty Wi-Fi, Shaun, is fucking unbelievable, man. I'll be honest. Like,
nah, it's frustrating for real. Like, you ain't gotta talk about it all the time. It's frustrating. No, it's not my fault. It's the building. I don't know what to do about it. So let's move on.
Hey, Shaun, if Caleb Williams continues to be bad, they're gonna blame Ben Johnson, right? So at the end of the day, it is your fault that your Wi-Fi is bad, homie.
It's not my fault. It's literally the fucking building, homie. I pay for the top Wi-Fi. It has nothing to do with that.
You live there. You live there.
There's something missing in this fucking unit. I'm talking to the manager, all that shit.
Yeah, you.
So
you're missing.
Your boat's fucked up.
Hey, Shaun, I got some insight. I want to get your take real quick. Tell me if it's fact or cat. I got some insight that baby mama drama himself, Tyreek Hill, will be in a Chiefs uniform sooner than later this season. Fact, cat?
Can I go in the middle?
There's no middle. We don't play middle ground here. Middle, that'd be an Oreo.
Yeah.
Even though there's a black and a white co-host, there would be an Oreo.
I said, don't be lukewarm, Shaun King. He spit you right out of his mouth.
Listen what I'm saying. The only reason I say that is because if you'd have said will not be in a Dolphins uniform, I would say 100% fact.
Okay.
Is it the Chiefs that are going to present the Dolphins with the best package in return? That's the part that I don't know. Because he may desire to go to the Chiefs, but I get the feeling the Dolphins don't give a shit about what Tyreek Hill wants. They're going to do what they think is best for the Dolphins. And if he's actually on the trade table, there probably are some teams that can give them more in return than Kansas City. That's why I was like, can I play the middle?
Let me ask you this, Shaun. Let me ask another question. What team do you think could benefit the most from a Tyreek Hill right now or this season?
I already said it. You don't have to ask Shaun. I already told you.
Off the top of my head, this is without giving it a whole lot of thought, I would say Buffalo.
Yeah.
Because Keon Coleman is kind of showing signs now of being a legit high draft pick. Kincaid looks healthy. They got James Cook. They could implement. They got kind of Khalil Shakur as like their middle of the field guy. If you could put Tyreek in to that system and put him at running back and do some of that, zone read stuff with him and Josh Allen in certain spots, kind of using like San Francisco and Washington in week one, use Deebo Samuel. Like, I think that would put Buffalo, on the next pedestal peg.
I don't think Josh wants the drama. I think Josh likes where he's at right now. I think he's dealing right now with who he has. They just re-signed Gabe Davis, who is a familiarity to Josh. I think that's a good, humble get. I like Gabe Davis as the guy. You liked him in Jacksonville for a hot minute. Listen, here's my take, Shaun. Whoever thinks he's an Eagle is a fucking idiot because you can't even get the guys you have the ball. So you think you're going to add another guy to the fucking guy that can't get the guy the ball? So anyway, number 3, Kansas City makes the most sense. From what I've been told, there's no hard feelings between KC and Tyreek. He left on good terms. Even though he left on good terms, meaning he didn't leave like there was some big old, controversial fuck you and all that. So I think that's the get. I think Andy Reid and those guys will do what they have to do to get him because right now, with Rashee Rice out, our Dr. Jesse Morris told us that it could require surgery that's season-ending for Xavier Worthy. And you got an old-ass Travis Kelce. And you got an old, stiff, slow Juju.
Damn.
Like, seriously, who's there? Who's going to help? Who's going to help Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City right now? Their running backs look horrible. Pacheco and Kareem Hunt look old as shit all of a sudden. Like, I'm just telling you, Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs' only hope to be even keep it alive is getting Tyreek Hill, in my opinion.
I agree. If you talk about who he can help the most, can Kansas City give back the most compensation?
You've dabbled in the GM space. I know Weddle has. I was asking him the other day, what would you have to do there? Would it be compensatory? Would it be picks? Would it be more?
Because you're absorbing a large contract, I would say it'd be somewhere around a 3rd round pick. Maybe a lower pick if you include a player in return that's of use to the team. But I would say somewhere around a 3rd round pick.
Would you give up a Kareem Hunt?
Conditional second.
Would you give up a Kareem Hunt? Miami needs a back. Would you give up a Kareem Hunt in a second or something like that? Kareem's not the same guy, but Miami could use a Kareem if McDaniel says we got to get more physical. We shored up the front. Now let's get more physical. We lose a guy like Tyreek. We better do something in return. So we're gonna have to run the football and then use Waddle on the play action and the deep shot guy. I don't know. I would if I'm.
It depends on if you like Kareem Hunt as a person.
I know.
If you like him as a person, you wouldn't send him to Mike McDaniel.
Well, yeah, I agree with that too. It's going to be interesting. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But I definitely agree with Shaun. Tyreek Hill is out of that uniform. I do not see this though. For your take, I get that Dallas traded Micah to an NFC team, which is a rival who just beat them in the playoff. But to change, that would be like Dallas trading Micah to the goddamn Eagles. Like, you can't change division, though. Like, you can't go from Miami to Buffalo and have to play them twice. No way, Mike. Yeah, Miami would be so fun. They'd get killed more than this broad that picked South Florida in the AP poll to drop. Like,
doesn't matter what division Miami's in. The only thing Miami should be concerned about is not going 0-17.
You really believe that they can go 0-17, Shaun King?
Who's Miami better than based on week one?
Nobody.
So that
Carolina, maybe. Carolina in a shootout.
Some kind of way they're favored over the Patriots this week. I'm thinking about using the Patriots in my Circus Survivor. That's how terrible I think the Dolphins are. And when I call a team terrible, it's not just a talent thing. It's me looking at the big picture, the body language on offense, defense, the receptiveness on the sideline in between drives of kids receiving, coaching each other. Like that thing there, boy, they got internal issues. I'm telling you, half the guys that you can recognize on that team, watch all these soft tissue injuries that start popping up. Man, my knee don't feel right. Man, my hammy tight. Man, watch. It's about to happen.
We already got Dr. Jesse Morris just broke down a whole fucking. There's a bunch of players already out. So I don't know. I'm with you on that. Let's dive right into it. Smitty, Shaun joins us. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member. Follow Shaun King on X and Instagram. Clay Travis of Outkick, very boisterous personality. He says that Ryan Clark has worked with Mina Kimes for years, Shaun, and never once called her out for not knowing or playing football. It took a week for him to call out Pete Schrager. Why did this happen? And I want to get your take on it.
Schrager's. Was he finna? Let me hear it.
Either way, go ahead.
Clark is a moron. He consistently embarrasses ESPN. None of his colleagues like him, and ESPN would be far better if they did not employ him. I think, frankly, Ryan Clark is racist. And I think you can go look at his entire history of how he interacts with people. I don't think he would have said that to Steve, who also never played in the NFL and never played pro sports. He would never say, you don't know what you're talking about because you're not a player. And if you doubt me about the way that he has handled this, has he ever said anything to Mina Kimes at all?
I'm going to be honest. I want to take credit. I think I was the first person to bring it up because I tweeted it first.
Yeah.
Why haven't you
start your tweet and then use that?
Yeah. Like, why haven't you hollered at Mina Kimes? I said it right out the gate. Why haven't you hollered at Mina Kimes? Anyway, listen, Shaun, I think he is racist, but he's definitely a race baiter. We know that. That's what his biggest thing is. Marcellus goes at him hard every day. Him and Marcellus got a major beef. Marcellus is tired of it. There's a lot of cats tired of Ryan Clark. That's the only thing he does is hot take, apology. Hot take, apology. I don't know. I think he wants to do the pivot more than ESPN. Do you see him being ridded of at ESPN, or is he untouchable?
So full disclosure, Ryan Clark is a fraternity brother of mine. So I'm going to attack the bigger issue here. Having a panel of former players that are predicting, evaluating, or analyzing either a game to come or a game that just completed at the highest platform, and putting them on that panel with somebody that is not an expert in their sport, but is also very prominent in their space, which is why they're on the panel. There needs to be a modicum of respect towards the actual experts and what their opinion is. So let's attack this journalistic view that because I'm on the same platform, I have the same level of expertise. You don't. And because Strager does not have respect in his disagreement and in voicing his opinion, that's what solicits the response that he got. And then as a journalist, if you're going to say the truth don't have emotions and you want to tell what you see, meaning that player's garbage, that player's a bust, that player sucks, then don't turn around and turn sensitive when somebody says they don't respect your opinion because you didn't play. You're not an expert. That's the problem I have with these bloviating talking heads that are very successful in one thing, but aren't experts in what they're actually being asked to debate.
So you agree with me, though?
Yeah, you. So I didn't expect Shaun. Okay, you kind of surprised me.
It's like us walking into a hospital,
right,
and arguing with a neurosurgeon about something that has to do with surgery on the brain.
Right, but okay, I got to push back a little bit though with that example because I'm with you at the end of the day.
Hold on. Let me finish. Because I have a whole lot of neurosurgeon doctor friends, and I've heard them talk about brain surgery for years. And now when I go into this panel, because that's basically what journalists are in certain sports. They've been around the game for a long time. They know a lot of people in the game.
They study the game too, though. They're not just around it. Like they study the game.
That's what I call bullshit. Okay, most of them don't study the game. Most of them go and regurgitate a tape that they've heard somewhere else or an opinion that they feel came from an insider that they value and trust. When you say they've learned the game, that means they can get on the goddamn board and draw some X's and O's and talk about what y'all was showing. I was listening. I thought y'all were gonna bring me on with AJ McCarron and talk us through what Brian Flores' thought process is on those disguises and what all he can get to from that. That's when you learning and knowing the game. Them cats don't know that stuff like that.
And that's my point. Here's my point. I am totally in agreement with what Ryan said to the guy, but my overall point is what I want to know is why hasn't he done it with Mina Kimes? That's the question I have. Fuck all that shit. I am agreeing with you. I go at Smitty every day on the show. If you didn't play the game, it's not the same. I don't want to hear your fucking opinion. Period. That's just me.
And so let me clarify what I'm saying, because I'm not saying if you didn't play the game, I don't value your opinion. My thing is the people that didn't play the game that I value are the ones that actually put the work in and understand the game in totality.
Right. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
And you're saying Peter Schrager, in your opinion, isn't one of those guys?
No, absolutely not.
None of those guys are, though.
He can't get on the board. Clay Travis either. They can't get on the board.
None of them.
Maybe
when we first had the topic, you admitted that Schrager's a guy who's respected in the space, been around for a while.
Right. Meaning.
I'm not flipping it at all. I said the same thing. I said the same thing to your point, Smith. I said he's a respected guy. That doesn't mean he knows football.
Right.
I never said I'm listening to him break down.
No, you didn't say that.
Dan Orlovsky could barely break down the motherfucker, and he played.
And JB, we got to get off Mina, because here's the reason Ryan has never clapped back at Mina. Mina's never disrespectful. Mina operates in her own space.
It don't matter.
No, it does matter. It does
exactly
matter.
what I said.
Hell no.
Because no, it does matter. Because
there's no difference between Mina and Schrager, homie.
Oh, 100%.
What's the difference?
Mina's not disrespectful in her presentation. Schrager talks as if he's on the same level as the experts he's on the panel with. There's no modicum of deference. There's no, okay, I hear what you guys are saying. I'm going to lean towards what you guys are saying, but
when was Schrager disrespectful?
Oh, just the way that they embrace the debate, the way that they attack the topics. Like, you can't argue with an expert that played, coached, did all these things in this sport, and we know you're dead wrong, and you standing over there on business like we stupid, dumb, and don't know what we're talking about.
Shaun, real quick.
Mina never makes the cold person feel like that.
And I said the exact same thing. Like the show, like her show, her approach, her brand is completely different. She's a nerd in the sport.
She's analytical.
Numbers.
Yeah,
there's no debating. There's no
all numbers.
Right. So that's number one. But real quick though, Shaun. So I feel everything you're saying. My pushback though, and you know this because you worked at ESPN, you worked in radio, you done this. You don't do that shit on air though. That's my pushback. So like you can feel that way all you want. When we're on TV, when we're on air, and in those moments, We supposed to be like teammates. I know guys, you know guys on air who be on the same show and don't fucking like each other. But when the camera and the lights come on, we got to be a team. That don't mean we agree, of course. Like we debate. That's what sports shows are. But you never pull that card out and say, well, the fact that you didn't play. It's like, well, because basically you're completely discrediting him live on air, and this is his job. This is what he does.
I want you to go and look at Schrager's energy, mannerisms, and decor during that panel.
I call cap. I'm calling bullshit, Shaun. I don't agree at all with you. I'm fighting this.
Let me give a personal story here.
Please do.
So I get to ESPN. I had a really, really good college career. Pro career, I was solid. Didn't get the chances that some of these guys are getting to go other places and be a starter. But I get to ESPN. So we're in a production meeting, and this is when Trey Wingo thought that he was going to be the guy that replaced whoever was doing Monday Night Football. Like Trey Wingo was high up in the company at the time. We're in a production meeting, and we're ranking our quarterbacks. This is Aaron Rodgers' second year, I think. And I've got Aaron Rodgers in my top 5, and he just thought that was the dumbest thing ever. Like, he couldn't wrap his mind around. And I'm like, first of all, dude, I'm thinking this because I'm just getting ESPN.
Yeah.
How you going to tell me about my quarterback list?
Right.
And so where I do sympathize slightly with Ryan Clark is when we got on air, because of the information I had from the production meeting, I could feel the sarcasm, the dismissiveness in his energy and demeanor on air.
Fair.
And I'm saying maybe this has something to do with a production meeting or something that led up to this where Schrager, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what happens in these things.
100%.
Right? You can give the audience he don't know what he's talking about without saying he don't know what he's talking about from your energy, your mannerisms, and your decor.
And you could tell. And I mean, I hate to assume, but that's all that we can do. It felt like this was bigger than that moment. It felt like they had, I'm not gonna call it beef, but they don't really fuck with each other. I'm gonna be real.
These seeds have been planted along the line.
Yeah,
I'm calling so much cap. It's so much. This is disgusting to hear Shaun King talk like this.
So first of all, hold on, JB. Hold on before you say this.
I love it.
I said when this started, Ryan Clark is my fraternity brother. So I'm going to attack the bigger picture. So even though the mechanism being used is Peter Schrager and Ryan Clark, I'm talking about the big picture energy that exists in these platforms, whether it be baseball, whether it be basketball, whether it be football, where you have experts, meaning former players, former coaches, on panels with very accomplished people in journalism.
All right, so here's what I'm calling bullshit. They hired this guy away from another network. Ryan Clark knows that. So obviously the organization hired him to come be a lead when Greeny was off on Get Up and then take a lead on several other shows to give his particular take. Ryan Clark knew this, number one. Number two, to defend that debate over Mina Kimes, who we know is a fucking DEI hire, is crazy to me. And then to mention the attitude or the projection that Schrager threw at him to what you think is absolutely crazy. Because the biggest talking head on that show is an offensive personality in Stephen A. Smith. So don't tell me Stephen A. Smith and Ryan Clark ain't up there fucking going at it and shouldn't go at it every day when Stephen A. is the most aggressive person on that panel. And now we're defending these other guys, but not Stephen A. Smith, who never fucking played football. You're a hypocrite. Shaun's a hypocrite right now on the show, homie.
Like that,
so first of all, you're wrong because I am the most.
You're defending because it's your frat brother. Fuck Ryan Clark.
No, you're wrong because I am so vocal about. I don't listen to anything Stephen A. Smith says.
It don't matter.
I'm happy for his success. I think he's done a great job of navigating a tricky path that he had to take to get to where he's at. But I'm not a proponent of Stephen A. Smith. Mina Kimes, if you want me on your show, I'll be willing to come. I support her because you attack her for no fucking reason at all.
But Shaun, that ain't the point. That ain't the point, though, Shaun.
It is the point.
No, you gotta be real. You just mentioned Schrager not knowing football and not playing. And Stephen A didn't either, and he's much more aggressive than Schrager.
I don't listen to what nothing Stephen A got to say about no fucking football.
But you can't dismiss the head of the organization over a guy like Schrager and just call that beef out and not the other shit.
First of all, you brought up this, so I was talking about this specific situation. I also was full disclosure from the beginning. Ryan Clark is my fraternity brother. So I'm going to talk big picture on this. I'm not going to get into is Ryan Clark this, that, or that. Like, you guys make it for me.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just saying that the topic at hand, though, is Schrager, Mina, but we got other talking heads on that show that didn't play football.
Schrager and Mina are two different people from a presentation standpoint.
But they're both they're both in the same space, analytics.
It's not content, it's presentation. There's got to be a modicum of respect when you're talking to people that did something that we're talking about. Point blank, period.
Mina didn't do shit, Shaun.
But she's not disrespectful.
Why is she getting a pass, though?
Baby, she's not disrespectful.
It don't matter if you're disrespectful.
Yes,
the truth's the truth, no matter who says it.
Yes, it do.
We're defending this broad, homie, because she's a broad. Let's keep it funky.
No, I'm not. If this was a dude that had the same demeanor and personality as Mina Kimes, I would ride for him too. Because you dead wrong in this.
Shaun, she just came out and talked about number 2.
That woman ain't doing nothing to you. Leave that woman
No,
alone.
I don't care about that. But either is Peter Schrager.
I ain't attacking Peter Schrager.
But what I'm saying is, she came out the other day and talked about too high defense against this quarterback that came out, and there was not one too high look. I watched the film; it was all one high. She literally lied on national television. Nobody calls her out at all. Peter Schrager comes out and gives you his analytical take that Smitty respects guys that didn't play but have a take that study the game or whatever.
Steve Kim comes on our show twice a week, and we respect him. So we can't respect Steve.
I'm in full agreement with
Steve
Shaun.
works though, but Steve works.
That's my point. That's my point. I'm in full agreement with Shaun when it comes to the player aspect versus, you know me, Smitty. I've been on this for the whole time. I don't want to hear you, and I don't want to have a debate with you if you can't get on the board with me. You can't break down football, etc., etc. But at the same time, they hired the guy to do that. To Smitty's point all the time. All right, we hired this guy because he's the guy that knows this space, just like Mina. If Mina's going to get the pass, there's no way this guy don't get the pass.
But real quick, JB, and because I said the same thing that Shaun said, like I think content, and like. The actual show, all that matters. Like the show that they were just on, Get Up, whatever, is more of like a like debate kind of format. We're going at each other. Like it's more of that type of vibe. The stuff I see from Mina, from my understanding, it's not that at all. It's completely numbers. It's like, hey, I watched the Ravens and so-and-so in the Bills game, and we had this interesting stat that Lamar's, APR and blah, blah, it's like that. Like, there's nothing to really, like, go at. Like, there's nothing for Ryan Clark to be like, you didn't play football, so why, like, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't even make sense for Ryan to go at her. Like, there hasn't been a situation where she said something for Ryan to like get to that level. Like I don't know if I explained this.
Hold on. Why? Because Peter Schrager happened to be on the panel at the time. Is that the only difference? No, it's not. That's not the difference. Mina Kimes speaks out of her ass every day on her show, homie. He ain't called her out one fucking time. Stop defending this fucking broad. I'm so fucking tired of this fucking females in football, homie. You just had a broad knock down Shaun King's former school, South Florida, 2 spots. After they won a game, homie. After they won. After they beat Florida.
Was stupid, which I admit.
Stop it, man. Look at this.
So,
you don't care.
Shaun, I got JB put all this stuff in one bucket.
So JB, I'm glad you brought that up because, see, this spills over into the issues that come up when you try and mix people that aren't experts and you put them in an expert position where they have to act like an expert. This is why so many things in the coverage of sports is a fallacy. You know how many people just like her got AP votes? You know how many people just like her got Heisman votes?
I broke it down.
Vote for All-American teams because they're a friend of a friend in journalism, or they're somebody that somebody's trying to knock down. Like, it's so much of that goes on. It's ridiculous.
And it's not just women, it's Shaun. It's a
There's 60 voters. I broke it down. There's 60 voters. So we know. I went through all of it. There's a geographical side.
And JB, because she has the platform, there will be instances, and I'm not attacking her. I'm attacking the actual process that gives people this power because she actually has a vote. How many times you think she don't got a little tipsy and brought that up in a discussion with some guys, about football? I got an AP vote.
Right, like
you know what I'm saying?
It's like leverage, right.
Hey, come on, man. And JB, don't ever disagree with me when I'm dead right again, okay?
You've been wrong all the morning
Shaun,
show. I love it.
JB knows what you're saying. He just don't like Mina. He don't like Mina.
And I knew Mina. No, we got to keep the same energy, though.
Shaun, you explain what you said. Like, there's no better way to explain it. You said it perfect.
Me, let's be honest.
You're just trying to be difficult, bro.
The one thing about me, I'm the same old cuss no matter what. Stop. There ain't no difference. I don't change up. If we're gonna call out Peter Schrager, we gotta call out these other motherfuckers on that panel that haven't done anything either. If we're gonna call out Peter Schrager, who ESPN brought from another place, then they obviously hold some sort of worth with the guy. He holds some sort of value. So we gotta call out everybody then, because I'm the same guy that calls out all of them. I've said on this show, I don't believe guys that don't play or haven't played are ever gonna get over the hump. And I pointed out very specific people. I pointed out Mike Leach, rest in peace. I pointed out Charlie Weiss, who's done nothing as a head coach. And if you don't play, and if you did play, I think they would have got over the hump. A guy like Mike Leach just being in that locker room could have pushed different buttons. That's all my point was. I've been on that same kick since the beginning. I always am going to take the guy that played over the guy that didn't, or you speak about it over the guy that didn't. I'm taking Rex Ryan's take over fucking Schrager.
Right. That's cool.
I mean, I'm always been that guy, though. So, like, I don't understand. Mina getting a pass blows my mind, homie.
She's not, I don't know. She's not getting a pass. If Mina came at Ryan Clark like, hey, Ryan, no, you're fucking wrong. That's not what it was. I think Ryan would go at
him. Hey, Smitty, I think low down, low key, he got a little thing for Mina. I really do.
Mina got no ass. Mina got no ass.
This going way too far, bro.
Mina got no ass, homie, no body. I can't fuck with Mina.
That woman lives rent-free right at the forefront of your dome.
And she don't give a fuck about him. So it's crazy that he's literally like he's on Twitter looking for her shit.
She got ownership over at least the J and the A in Jason.
Real estate.
100%.
The S2. I'm telling you, it's the JA and the S. Because this motherfucker go out.
I wouldn't give Mina a squirt of piss. Mina's horrible looking. I wouldn't give her.
You can be in denial. I'm just telling you. She
leave her alone here.
Hey, that's a common thing when motherfuckers go to that when they get cooked in a debate.
No, we go to that because I'm on the show 3 days a week with you. Smitty on the show 5 days a week. There's never been a week I've been on this show you don't bring up Mina.
Right, for no reason.
You got to. She's out there just like Stephen A.
Yes, she is. You got like Mina's Pat McAfee or some shit.
I also bring up the ball broad. I also bring up the other motherfucker that don't know football. What's her name? The one with the ass?
Hey, you don't know them by name. You call her by name.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know because she's the only one that sticks out. Come on.
Hold on. You don't bring up. You barely bring up Stephen A.
Yeah.
He's in your head. He's consistent. You barely bring him up.
I don't watch ESPN no more. I don't watch ESPN no more, homie. I don't watch it because I get sent her tweets. I get sent her tweets, homie.
Keep it real, dog. She owns you right now, dog.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, kind of horrible.
She all in your algorithm. Hey,
Shaun, JB can't go 1 month without
if y'all really knew Mina Kimes, like what she really is about, y'all none of you would fuck with her either.
It don't matter.
See, you don't know what I know. You don't know what I know.
We not saying we best friends with her. We don't watch. We don't say nothing. We leave her alone.
We don't say nothing.
We leave her alone. We don't say shit. If you don't care about somebody, you don't talk about all the time.
Yeah, hey, starting out won't be none, Shaun. She came at me first. Fuck her.
Hey, Smitty, she all on JB algorithm. He can't do nothing.
I think she has me blocked.
Hey, Shaun, you go to JB Twitter, you can see Mina.
I think she has me blocked.
Hey, Smitty, he go in the back to get on that grill, and he think he see a plane with Mina Kimes.
He said, the Goodyear blimp, and they're red, Mina Kemp.
Hey, this is coming from a guy who defended his frat brother, though.
I did not defend my frat brother. I said he is my frat brother, so I'm gonna talk about the big picture. I'm not gonna address.
This looks like defend his boy, but not her. Get the fuck out of here, homie. The hypocrisy gotta cease.
Not at all. And we talking about something that happened between two men. So if they can't figure it out, then it ain't to be figured out. If this is something that had to do with Ryan playing football,
so the female in our space gets a pass. Got it.
Not from you.
No, you.
No, my thing is like Mina ain't done nothing to me, man.
Don't matter. Females in our space get a pass. That's what you just said.
Listen, Mina has worked her ass off.
She ain't worked her ass off. Why you being a hypocrite? What has she done to work her ass off? Why are you lying on TV right now? So Peter Schrager has it?
Listen.
Stop, homie, now you lying.
Hey, first of all, when the hell did I say Peter Schrager hadn't worked hard?
You just said straight up that you just told Smitty they don't work. They don't know what to get on the board. They don't have no idea what to talk about. You just said that. So Mina Kimes can get on the board now?
No, I don't know that she can. I'm going to say no.
Oh, now she don't know. You don't know, but you know Peter Schrager can't?
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. I was talking more because I come from my most recent on-air job was in the gambling space.
Yeah.
And it is a lot of work to be able to regurgitate numbers at the rate that she does. That's her basis for all of her opinions.
Yeah.
Is data. I was talking more from it takes time and energy and commitment to memorize that kind of level of data.
I try to tell JB that. JB thinks that she's literally sitting there reading a prompter. I said, bro, it's not how TV works. You use the prompter to get in and out of segments.
Smitty, she's been caught reading the prompter.
You're not sitting there fucking just reading the whole time.
Smitty, she's been caught reading the prompter. Why do you keep defending this broad? She's been caught, homie. I can listen to her call the Ram game, homie. I know she's reading the prompter.
Trust us in this, homie. Motherfucker, there's no analyst literally sitting here doing an hour show reading the prompter. That's not how it works.
Smitty,
trust me, JB.
I've heard her on the Rams. I've heard her call a Ram game, homie.
Hey, I got to go at 8:55. Can we move on?
Yeah. Mina's horrible. Fuck. But anyway,
get out your algorithm. Hey, watch this. Hey,
I don't get our algorithm.
No, listen. We'll believe anything you say about Mina if you don't mention her the rest of September. October 1st.
I can't do that.
I know because she's got ownership of.
Can't do that. No, not at all. No, I love. I'm gonna expose them all. I talk about Dan Orlovsky every fucking week too. And
I ain't got no problem with it. Dan Orlovsky ran out the end zone in a live fucking football game.
Oh man, he played though. He played.
I know, but there ain't no coming back from that to me.
But Mina Kimes gets passes after pass. All right.
Nobody's giving Mina a pass or nothing like that. Mina's doing her own thing over there in her own space.
I just don't like. I don't like bullies. But anyway, let's keep
I'm a bull. I like bully. We need to bring bullying back. Can we do it?
Quarterback, former Bama QB Eli Holstein said he expects to be flipped off by little kids and have beer and batteries thrown at him in Morgantown versus West Virginia. Check this out.
About that atmosphere in West Virginia.
It's a hectic environment. It's going to be a lot of fun. They said it's crazy. There's going to be little kids flipping me off. I'm going to get batteries and beer thrown at me on the sidelines, all types of stuff like that. But I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to feeding off that energy. I think our team's got that mindset to feed off that energy, feed off the hate and just the pure venom and poison from them. Really looking forward to it and can't wait to do it.
Shaun, I don't know if you can speak on it, but backyard brawl is different in my opinion. Just like it used to be UCLA SC used to be, Michigan, Ohio State used to be, Tulane and
First of all, stop it. Well, that's Wonder Bread. That's white people shit.
Who'd you play? Who's Tulane? Are you UL Monroe?
It was Southern Miss when I was there, but I mean Pittsburgh and West Virginia, that's some white people shit there now. A whole bunch of
it's backwood though. Like
let me
it's white trash. It's not white people say it's white trash. It's a different breed of cat there.
Hey, I'm not gonna call anybody trash. That's JB. Hey,
I will.
Let me put a public service announcement out there about something. Fans at football games, you can make whatever hand signals you want. You can say whatever you want out of your mouth, no matter how egregious. But if you throw something at a player or coach that's participating in the game, or you put your hands on a player or coach that's participating in the game, you deserve and probably will get your ass whooped. And moving on from this day forward, what's today? September the 10th, 2025. No court in America will allow you to be the victim if you were the instigator. So let's operate under that understanding moving forward. Because this shit is getting out of hand.
Agreed.
Listen, the soft generation of Russell Westbrook and the NBA pussies who can't handle it is why this is happening. Let's keep it real.
Why you call Russ soft?
Because those cats couldn't get heckled while they shoot a free throw, and they went after catching the crowd over the last couple of years. What do you mean? So we've been dealing with it for a while, homie.
I got what you were talking about. That's
why
I put the context. Hey, sensitive ass NBA players, stop throwing people out of games because they talking shit to you. A fan can say whatever they want, no matter how egregious. I don't care. You can make whatever hand signals, but don't throw shit at me and don't put your hands on me.
I do think it's a little different us speaking as football players, only because like with basketball players, the fans are literally like
so's the fans in football. They're right there. When you go to the sideline and sit on the bench, they're literally if you ever had.
Yeah, but it's a little different. It's
not. They're right there.
When you're on the field playing, you're not fucking hearing no specific fans saying. Basketball players literally like their game during the entirety of the game, fans are just right there. Like
I don't care.
On their bench, the
fan buy a ticket.
It's different.
A fan buy a ticket, they can say whatever they want to say. If somebody that works for the arena thinks they're saying something egregious, let them deal with it. But as a player, you shouldn't respond to none of that. But I'm telling fans,
it's easy to say that. But I hear
you. Man, you know when I play for you, don't think. Come on, man.
He said, "Boy, you."
I had to bring you back. Dude. Come on, man.
Take you back to slavery time.
Hey, Shaun, let's dive into something real quick. I got my bottom 5 performers. I don't have any top 5 because I do bottom only. I'm negative as fuck. I want to be negative as possible. On the 5 worst performances, we're talking college football, Shaun. I need you to dissect my worst 5 and then throw in yours or tell me where I'm wrong and tell me where I'm right. I got non-applicable top 5. Fuck them. Smitty don't want to do the bottom 5. I'm not going to do top 5. Smitty, Shaun, where we at? I got UCLA, Florida, Clemson, Oklahoma State, and fucking Virginia Tech. I think Pry's going to be fired. I think Napier's fired, and I think Deshaun Foster's getting fired, and I think fucking 40 years old Gundy's going to walk in and resign. But anyway, where you at with my bottom 5?
Clemson put up 27, I think, in the 4th.
Yeah, on fucking Troy, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, but it counts. That's why he played 4 quarters, right?
Yeah, but it was a struggle. It was a struggle after they lost.
Oklahoma State is bad. Like Gundy has allowed that program to erode to a level that is fireable. Why is Virginia Tech on there? I know they lost to South Carolina. Who did they lose to week 2?
Fucking got rolled by Vandy, didn't they?
Is that okay? That's who they played. Yeah,
Vandy smoked them.
But that's your JUCO kid, man.
I know.
That's surprising. Florida, USF might be really good. So I don't know. Like I've always said, I thought Florida was overrated coming into this year. I think Lagway's throwing motion is always going to be an impediment to him consistently locating the football. And USF might be really good. You know, they go to Miami this week. You know, so that might not be egregious. Yeah, Deshaun's in trouble. Because UCLA really was getting woodshedded. And made some plays in the 4th quarter to make it respectable. Like they look like they belong on the field the first 2.5 quarters.
That's our brother, though, man. That's our brother. I hate to put them at the top like that, man. I know JB cool with him, Shaun cool with him.
He could have hired me or JB, the coach's quarterbacks, and it'd be a different story.
You think so?
100%. He hadn't fixed quarterbacks since he got there.
You think if you was there with Nico, I am a believer.
I wouldn't have been there with Nico.
I'm just saying hypothetically
though. No, because I would have went in his office and I would have said, I need to talk to that kid before he comes here. Because this is not going to be what they think it's going to be. Like if he come here, he got to be fully committed to breaking bad habits, to changing how he processes this game from this position and do it my way, or he not going to play.
Shaun, we got too many yes men.
Yep.
And the problem is we got too many yes men. Sunseri is a first-time play caller. I don't care if it's – to me, it's even worse when you're a first-time play caller at that level. He's a first-time play caller, and he has a kid that's transferred from Tennessee for money. And now you don't think you're going to get some baggage on top of it? You have to be a psychological, analytic person to call offense when you're dealing with a QB. Anybody in this era that demands money, that has a daddy that wants money, et cetera, et cetera. This is the business now. It's not just calling plays. It's managing the mind and then calling the plays successfully. And you've failed 2 weeks in a row. You've looked bad on offense, UCLA. I'm just going to tell you right now. And then it falls on Deshaun Foster. He's alum. He's a legend. love him to death, but this is a bad makeup overall. Not only talent, but play callers.
You know,
like, to be honest.
And I was listening to you guys with AJ because I thought y'all were gonna bring me on while AJ was on.
Keep saying that.
Chicago
should have been too white, too black.
The Chicago Bears. This is gonna be fascinating over the next year and a half.
Man.
You heard me, Jimmy?
Say it again.
The Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
This is gonna be fascinating over the next year and a half.
I don't think he makes it a year and a half.
Because
after the phone call I got yesterday, Shaun, after the phone call I received yesterday from very tight inside, I don't believe he makes it through the season as a starter. As a starter.
So here's why I say it's gonna be fascinating. You have Ryan Poles, who there are stories now that are coming out that Ryan Poles didn't even want to interview any of the other quarterbacks in that class, that he waited so late to try and get Jaden Daniels to come, that Jaden Daniels and his crew said no thank you. Like, he was so pro Caleb Williams. And when you look at the success JJ McCarthy, Bo Nix, Michael Penix is still early in his career, Jaden Daniels are having, it's Ryan Poles who prevented Eberflus and those guys last year from holding Caleb accountable. There are stories coming out now where Eberflus would ask Caleb a question and he wouldn't even respond. Listen, this is
real stories. I know.
This is 100% authenticity.
Yeah.
He acts like a guy that's light-skinned and paints his fingernails. Like, all brothers, all black guys that are in groups of friends have a light-skinned friend that you explain his behavior at times. Man, that's some light-skinned shit you just did, dog. And there's a methodology behind it. Like, that's how he behaves. Look at him on the field, how frenetic he is, how emotional and roller coasterish he is. He doesn't have bulletproof emotions. He doesn't process it in a calm manner when it's chaotic. He's all the way up. He's all the way down. And when you look at that sideline, Ben Johnson's the polar opposite. I want everybody that thinks they know something about quarterback, go rewatch the first half of that game and look at J.J. McCarthy's demeanor. It never wavered. In the first half, I'm sure there are Vikings fans calling him a bust. I can't believe we got rid of Sam Darnold. But look at J.J.'s body language and demeanor. It never changed. He still was locked in. Okay, what are we getting? What am I seeing? All right, Kevin O'Connell, he never panicked because he know that's his guy. And then what happened? J.J. just kept pounding the rock, right? And then he got some opportunities in the second half, and now what people are saying, oh, my God, he might be the best of the group.
And you called it first, though. You called it first.
I did, because I know
I'm not going to say it, but I want to say it.
Now, look on the other sideline. Chicago's winning, and Caleb's still in his feelings because he's missing throws, because he's running around. He's missing reads. Ben Johnson, man, listen, I got so much respect for Ben Johnson because he wanted to take his whole headset off and hit Caleb smack dab in the middle of the forehead because he does not see it well from the pocket. Let's start with the actual issue with Caleb Williams. He is very uncomfortable throwing the football from the pocket because he does not see the field well. He's gotten by on talent alone up to this point. That's why most of his plays are outside the pocket, extending plays, because he has a big-time arm. He might have the most short area quickness of any quarterback in the National Football League. And that includes Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson. Like, his ability to start, stop in small spaces and get up to speed, is truly, it's transcendent. But because he's so frenetic, he misses a lot of layups. Think about the fourth down throw to DJ Moore, air mails. Think about the third down throw to Cole Kmet, air miles, the one in the middle of the field, not the flat to the sideline. Think about early in the game, first series, he's got Rome Odunze on a corner post for a touchdown. But because of the way he processes information, all he heard when Ben Johnson said throw the ball in rhythm on time was, okay, I'm going to just take my drop and check it down. He wasn't reading the defense. He wasn't going through his progressions. And it's going to come a point where I think Ben Johnson, if he wants to remain the head coach in Chicago, is going to have to leak information to the media in order to get his agenda pushed inside the organization. Because Ryan Poles has already shown where he got his flag planted.
Go ahead, JB.
I've heard some. I got a call last night. I'm just telling you, I've heard some information. I heard Brian Poles on the hot seat. Ben Johnson is not fireable, and it's Ben Johnson. It's his world. So in my opinion, if that's the case, I think Poles is going to get pushed out once Ben Johnson says enough's enough. What's the young man's name? Tyson
Bagent.
It's your turn. Now, what week that is, I don't know, Shaun. All I'm saying is it makes sense. If Poles is going to be the scapegoat because you're all in with Ben Johnson, then it makes sense. And I don't see Ben Johnson. You saw it. Yes, you saw it on the sideline the same as I saw. Things he said, things he looked like. Here's the telling one. 21 plays Monday night. He called wrong. 21. I was told last night.
Fact, by the way.
It's fact, by the way, Shaun. I'll share my information with you later. It's fact, by the way. Number one. Number two, it's also slapping him in the face is what I've been told. He's being slapped in the face when you just mentioned, you hit the nail on the head. He told him to throw the ball open here on time, blah, blah, blah. And he went through and checked it down. It's like, I ain't listening to you. I'm fucking doing this. I'm going to complete the 9 first balls because it's scripted. Then when it's off script and Flores schemes the fuck out of me and shows 0 and rolls into quarters, and now I don't know what the fuck to do. Now it's a slap in my face because Ben Johnson now looks like he got out coached instead of doing what I told you to do and throw the ball on time. And now he's just running around back there. He reminds me of Kyler Murray, and that the fact that the off the field shit is bigger than the on the field shit, and what he does personally with all the outside noise that we don't even need to, we already discussed to exhaustion. You can't win. There's nobody in that locker room following this dude to battle, period. So at the end of the day, Ben Johnson eventually is going to say, all right, I inherited this guy, Shaun. And I just wanted to ask you that last question. He inherited him, I believe, gives him a bigger pass than a guy that was already there. And
the only reason I bring it up because Ryan Poles has outlasted multiple head coaches so far.
And that's why I think this is it.
At some point, though, right? At some point,
because Ben Johnson was too high of a commodity. Ben Johnson turned down the New England job.
Hey, so I'm on Ben Johnson's side on this.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I can see this is it for Poles.
That's why I brought it up, and this is where when I say expert, meaning expertise, you can only surmise what definitively was going on watching that game. And like JB got even confirmation after the game from inside source. If you've played quarterback, you've coached quarterback, you've called plays. I could look at Ben Johnson's face. I say, boy, Caleb is fucking up. Oh, my God. Man, Caleb missed DJ Moore on a corner one time.
Bad.
Man, Ben Johnson said, you got to be fucking shitting me.
You know the telltale sign one was?
What was it?
The tell sign was the Manning cast broke it down, and they broke it down to where the 15-second communication expired, and then Caleb's at the line of scrimmage still, and then he checks it to a run play into the teeth of the fucking defense.
Yeah, to the short side. Yeah, they were outnumbered. I was like, what?
You see Ben on the sideline goes, what are you doing?
It was like they were in the green red zone too.
Yeah, like, what are you doing? You clearly hear and see his mouth. So I'm just telling you.
JB, here's what I like to do with quarterbacks. I'm going to tell you why I think you're wrong, and I'm going to tell you how to fix it. Here's why you got to stop painting your fingernails, Caleb Williams. It came out of story that he had them in the logo of suicide prevention.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Great cause. I'm not knocking the cause, but what I'm telling Caleb is the amount of time it took you to figure out what the logo for suicide prevention was, what you're going to paint your nails, going to the nail shop or having the nail shop come to you to get your nail shop painted. Guess what?
What?
You call how many plays wrong in this game?
21.
You checked into what run? So you got to reprioritize what the fuck you doing with your time.
That's my point. That's why it is mattering.
And this is the only part where I push back. I know it only got so much time, and shout out to Angel Reese for giving her nail tech to Caleb Williams. My thing is this, bro.
Yeah.
Like, we got players get the haircut, go get dreads, go get braid. I'm not with the nail painting. We all agree to that, whatever. But that's his thing. So whatever. We can't say that the reason he's playing bad or not understanding the games because it took an hour to get his nails painted.
Yeah, we
But
can't.
I was like, hey,
I think that he just don't like. Maybe he's not as smart as we thought. Maybe to JB's point, his ego is so big because he's always been the best player in high school and college that he just thinks he's smarter than Ben Johnson. And
Sean, do you want to cook him or me? Like, do we want him to stop talking?
You already talked.
Do we want him to
guys,
stop? All right, Sean, I'll cook him.
I'll see y'all Friday. I got another one to do at 9. I'll see y'all
I
Friday.
bet. Let me cook you real quick. You gotta stop talking about quarterbacks like they're Derrick Henry, homie. Derrick Henry getting his dreads put in is not quarterback. Like, stop. I gotta know who I have on scan protection. I gotta know who I have on 60 protection. Other than that, I know power, ISO, inside zone, and outside zone, homie. I don't need to know shit else. And I'll run you over and outrun you. Stop mentioning quarterbacks as if they don't belong in the fucking facility doing all the things that matter at all times. And there's no person out here that's going to agree that quarterbacks can go do all this other shit and still be fucking proficient at their craft. Stop saying that, homie. I'm just telling you, friend to friend, you're wrong. Quarterback's different, Smitty. Yes.
So what about our amazing guest, AJ McCarron, whose whole body is tatted up? Do you know how long it takes to go get a tattoo? Do you know when you get a tattoo? Let me talk.
Are you serious?
A tattoo, you gotta be present, homie.
Are you shitting me? You're gonna really say something that dumb?
How we know he ain't watching film with the other hand?
You're gonna say that something that dumb, homie? You're saying something that dumb?
How we know Caleb ain't when he get his hand done?
You're saying something that dumb? So AJ got fucking tattoos game week now, homie? Are you shitting me, homie? You're gonna say something that stupid?
No. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about
we are. We are.
We're talking about the time that you could have used to get better, whether it's off season, whether it's during season, whatever. You use that hour, 30 minutes, whatever, to either get your nails painted, a tattoo, dreads, done, haircut, whatever you decide. Play the video game, podcast. You put it all in the same box because you have the same take. You're consistent, like you said.
So you get tattoos on a regular basis now throughout the season.
I know players who got tattoos during the season for sure.
Stop, homie. You reach so bad because you want to defend this motherfucker so bad. It's unbelievable.
I think you guys are reaching when you
say
it's
exhausting. So I'm reaching.
So Jason, you mean tell me?
I'm reaching.
So Jason, if he doesn't get his nails repainted this week, you think he's gonna just play way better Sunday?
No. Are you embarrassed by your take? Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed with that take? You should right now after you said it, you feel like I fucking should never said that.
You know what? I'm actually not, because I actually don't give a fuck.
Well, that was a dumb take.
That's just between me and you. You care about the opinions of sheep. I don't.
I got all kinds of tattoos Never did it during the week of football. I never did it during the week of a game, homie. I never did it during the season either, because you can't get a tattoo during the season, homie.
How long do you think it take for him to get his fucking fingernails painted? Yeah, like it's like an all-day process.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
No, but let me go, because you coaches gotta.
That's not the point.
You coaches think that it has to be football all fucking day. All Wednesday from 9 to 9, I'm watching film. I'm not eating any food. I'm not going to have sex with my girl. I'm not watching a movie. I'm not getting gas. I'm not going to the barbershop and getting fucking lineup. It's football all day. And if you do anything different at all in that window, we're going to judge you for it. Stop it. I'm not defending nail painting.
You got to stop. You got to stop putting the quarterback in the – you got –
quarterbacks are not fucking sitting at home all day watching film nonstop.
You gotta stop putting quarterbacks with regular positions, though, homie. So you gotta stop doing that.
You was chasing strippers and going to all type. You shared all your stories on here. You wasn't locked
in the spring, in the summer, yeah.
During the season, you wasn't good. You wasn't chasing ass. You wasn't getting pussy during the season.
They came to me. What do you mean? I wasn't going out doing all the drama, homie. All this extra shit.
They came to you. You should have been watching film, homie.
Let me ask you something. Did you do things? Let me just ask you something. Did you do things? Did you do things that put your brotherhood, your brethren, your brothers in harm's way during the football season by doing something stupid and selfish? Never
done it. Right-handed guy. I never did anything that as any of my teammates. I never done it.
I believe you. That's why I asked you. So, but you're defending this shit. But you're defending this shit.
Ain't hurting his team though.
But you're defending this. It ain't hurting his team. What the fuck are you watching, homie? What? It's not hurting his team. Caleb's not hurting his team? Holy fuck, homie. Are you shitting me? Are you that fucking micro, homie?
I said the nails painting ain't hurting the team. Caleb is not a good quarterback. He Daniel fucking skull. He's not a good quarterback. All you media figures said he was going to be so fucking great, and he's just not that good. I don't care if his nails painted halfway, if they're chipped. I don't care if he got a fucking afro. I don't care if he has a pet cat or a pet dog. He's not a good quarterback, homie. He can stop painting his nail. He can stop getting a haircut. He can stop pissing and shitting for the whole year. I don't give a fuck. He's not a good quarterback. Stop saying it's nails.
Maybe it matters. Maybe it matters, homie. We got to do your shitty list before we leave, though, because tomorrow, Thursday, it's too late. So we got.
I thought. Put it on here. Put it on.
No,
here.
we didn't show your shitty list.
Then we show my list after that. Put it on here. This is my other list. I thought we showed this shit. Break it down right now, homie. Break it down.
Yeah, we already showed this list.
Yeah, I know I'm right, homie. We
showed it yesterday. We don't want to see your shitty list.
Yeah, we did a whole breakdown.
This the list.
South Florida beat fucking.
This the list.
I'm sad. All that.
This the list.
This looks so negative, though.
That's the list. That's the list. That's the list.
So negative. Why is your non-applicable bigger than my non-applicable?
That doesn't hurt the team. Anyway, it's been a great show, great week. Pound the like, subscribe. Tomorrow is Truth Telling Thursday. Steve Kim. We may have Braden Fajoko join the show. And then tomorrow night, Titties and Tequila, Thursday Night Football, Amazon Prime game between the Packers and our very own Smitty's homeboy extraordinaire, Sheldon Day's team, the Commanders, go to battle. And then Sheldon will be joining us next week on their day off, Tuesday, once regular season programming is back in and they didn't have a short week. So, Smitty, any last words? Any last defense of Caleb Williams or anything?
Man, I appreciate this show, man. Whether we agree, whether we disagree.
Can you fix your internet then? We'll see you tomorrow. Truth Telling Thursday. Peace.
This the real JB. You better find the skin real quick.